We love hip hop. We love hip hop. We love hip hop. We love hip hop. We love hip hop.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
We love hip hop.
World's greatest network, nigga. We back.
We love hip hop.
We back, man. This is the copyrighted part of the stream. Smash that like button, you haters. Let's go.
We love hip hop. We love hip hop.
Woo! Let's
We
go.
love hip hop.
Who said Drake can't do stadiums? Please. Who said Drake can't do stadiums? Hold on. Let's get that build up again. They said no more Drake talk.
We love hip hop.
You might have came to the wrong place. It's the Drake Plays Network.
We love hip hop.
Like a light. Like a light. And the crowd goes wild.
We love hip hop. We love hip hop. We love hip hop.
Back in high school, in the jam.
We love hip hop. 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 We love hip hop.
Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Okay. We back. All right. Day 18 of 30. All right. The 30 for 30 stream is still going on. I feel good. It's consistent. We are out here. It's your boy Friday Ricky Dread here on a Friday. Okay. June 12th, 2026. Big salute to everybody who's popping up in the chat. Comment gang strong. All right. Let's get into the list of the topics that we got going on over here today. We're going to get into a full deep dive into the World Cup, okay? The World Cup has taken over the Toronto streets, and we're going to get into a full deep dive. So if you don't give a shit about soccer, you might still want to stay around because there's a lot of logistical problems that are going on in the city. So we definitely got to talk about that, okay? Also, we're going to be reacting to a video from my homie What's the Dirt. He has dropped a new video about the beef between Drake and Playboy Cardi. All right, so we'll definitely be tuning into that. I got to get into that Jadakiss versus DJ Khaled. It's, nothing crazy, but there's been some things stirring around about that. So I want to examine that. Go check in on that. Okay. Drake versus Mr. Beast. Okay, this is not a trending topic, but something has happened since we had our discussion on the podcast that dropped a few days ago, I will put you guys on to what happened and why we are gonna. That's why this is one of the discussions that we're gonna be having today. Okay. Also, Cameron versus Jim Jones. We definitely got to get into that. And last but not least, as far as our civic duties coming back full circle, we are gonna get into the Bishnoi top boss killing and a full update on what's going on with that. Okay, make sure to let me know if you have any other topics that you want me to address. Okay, we'll be doing a live stream early tomorrow, so I'll save some for tomorrow. I'll do some tonight. So let me know. Comment gang strong. All right. Big salute to everybody who's popping up in the chat. Love Thyself was in there from earlier. Deleted Villain X popping up in the chat from earlier. Okay, this Gully Life. Big salute to this Gully Life. Big salute to Old John Crow 416 Trackstar Music. Big salute to Looney 416. Big salute to Johnny Blix. Yo, big salute to Carol. Who else is in here? Big salute to Leho. Blue Jays Fitted. All right, we got Ent over there on Kick. Big salute to all my people over on Kick. Oh, I forgot to even tell you where we're live on. Where are we live on? We're live on Kick, and we should be live. Oh, and we are live on Twitch. All right. For the people on YouTube, smash that like button. All right. Don't sleep. If you're watching on your phone, if you're taking a drive right now, or if you're in the office, if you're whatever you're doing, if you're at the crib, balling up, about to eat dinner, okay, hit that like button. If you're watching on your cell, make sure once you hit that like button and you see that hype feature, you don't got to pay shit. Hit the hype. Let's push this up in the algorithm. Let's get this popping like we supposed to get it popping, okay? Last night's stream. Oh, good evening, Tasha Latina, popping up in the chat right now. T.88 popping up in the chat, okay? Last night's stream, I thought was a really, really good stream. Numbers were amazing, okay? Let's double that, and let's keep on having a legendary run from stream 18 all the way to stream 30, all right? Big salute to everybody in the chat, man. Let me turn this beat down courtesy of Beatrice. Jace. Deleted Villain said, who cares about what's the dirt? He's a vampire using black culture. Oof. That's harsh, brother. That's harsh. Listen, man. I know this is not the real deleted villain. I don't know if the other deleted villain still feels the same way. He always uses that meme. I'm this white guy. I'm this white guy. But yeah, I don't feel the same way. Sorry, brother. Sorry. Let me get into a couple of ads before we get into what we got to get into, because it is Friday. All right, this is our regularly scheduled live streams that I be giving y'all. Okay, you know, I'm not usually used to doing 30 for 30. I can't lie to y'all, gang, before I even get into the ads and stuff. Yo, I enjoy doing this. Okay, this is amazing. All right, and the audience and the interaction, amazing. But yo, it's tiring. I've been waking up later, so I'm gonna have to like try to, you know, I don't know, eat some vitamins or some shit. I don't fucking know, man. Try to get up earlier after these live streams, because I'm like, what the hell? This say 11 a.m.? Why am I getting up so late, nigga? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the OG Wednesday streams, yo, that was a time. A time was had. Okay. Let's get to some of our ads, and then we can get into what we got to get into. Scene.
This episode is sponsored by Gamdon. Join 60 million players who know what real action is. Gamdon delivers elite odds that big name books can't touch. 15% instant ringbacks on your first lightning fast crypto wallet withdrawals, and you could live stream while you win. Right now, you can use the code welovehiphop at gamdon.com/r/welovehiphop to start earning free rewards. Again, that's gamdon.com/r/welovehiphop and start winning. Big salute to the sponsor. Cheer.
All right. Couple more.
Listen to this episode sponsor Exotic Hot Great strains and merch and delivery all across the GTA. You can hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot, or subscribe to their Telegram at Exotic. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop podcast. Salute to the sponsors. Cheers.
One more.
Roll ready. Now open 7 days a week, 7 days 8 to 5 p.m. 750 OCO. Specialized in protection with warranty, PPF, cans, wraps, vinyl wraps, and car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
Low-key, I've been sharing the live, you know what I'm saying? So it's good to be able to post a few ads. And, you know, just before I get into what we got to get into, okay, and while I'm stalling out, while I post this to everybody, and listen, feel free to do the same, you know, post this, whether it's on your YouTube, through your YouTube, okay, share it in your community section, you know, send us a tweet, you know, hit the man them with a story post, like, yo, you know, Friday's live right now, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you can do to contribute to let get this algorithm pumping, okay? Right now, I'm posting it in my group over here on WhatsApp, so, you know, I'm trying to get it popping over here, Okay. So I want to get into a full deep dive about the World Cup. All right. The World Cup is over here in Toronto. It's not only over here in Toronto, obviously. It's in America. They have it going on in Mexico as well. It's been taking over the streets. What I will do while I start playing the first video is I'm going to start a poll asking you guys if I'm going to start a few polls while we're doing this conversation, because we're going to be locked in for the World Cup for a while. One, if you're going to any of these events that are happening during the World Cup, okay, because there's a multitude of events. Today was the first game as far as Canada. I think Canada won today, right? I'm not a sports guy, okay? I'm a city guy. I'm here for the city. But let's pull up my screens. Bang, bang, bang. All right. I'll start with the first video, and then we'll have some conversations. Mm-hmm.
And here are fans in the stadium of Toronto's first
1-1 draw.
ever
Okay.
game. Team Canada playing Bosnia and Herzegovina. Those are Bosnian fans, clearly, by the blue, white, and yellow. Thousands of them showed up today and marched through downtown Toronto to Toronto Stadium in anticipation of this historic match. 0-0 is the score right now. Players on the pitch, 9 minutes and 20 seconds in. And there is CTV's Sean Leathon.
Yo, hopefully by the end of this segment, FIFA don't slap me in the head, bro, because FIFA don't play with their shit.
Standing by for us at FanFest. Sean, how are things where you are?
It's amazing, Carolyn. In the last few minutes, just as the game got underway, the fans seem to all rush the field. You can see just how large this field is behind me. When they played O Canada, everybody here was singing it at the top of their lungs, really getting behind this team. The electricity in the air for the first ever World Cup match on Canadian soil. You can feel it here, and we're a couple kilometers away. Now, what's amazing what's going on here is you have Canadian jerseys absolutely everywhere, but you have other people who are wearing Brazilian jerseys, French jerseys, German jerseys, still wearing Canadian hats. Many people with split allegiances because they've come to Canada originally from those other countries, and they say they're cheering for both, but really it's a celebration right now. Even the folks cheering for Bosnia are saying they want to see both sides do well. And it's a unique style of competition we're seeing where it's more about a celebration, Carolyn, than it really is about strict competition. Of course, everybody wants their team to win. The fans here want to see Canada get a result, but it has a real communal feeling, a feeling of a party as much as it is a competition.
Sean, we can see back of heads beside you, but there's no sense of how many people are there. We know that things were expensive to get into the stadium, tickets into the thousands of dollars. So how many people do you estimate?
Yeah, we're going to get into the ticket prices too. Tickets are, I think, are something around 3,000, and that's not even for like front row.
Decided to go where you are to this fan zone instead of heading to the stadium.
Well, you did need to have tickets to get here, too, and they did cost a little bit of money with a lot being free as well. I mean, I can't do a quick head count here, Carolyn, but I say it's in several thousand that we're seeing because this field is absolutely huge. I'll do a roll call before the next hit, I promise.
Okay.
But several thousand are here right now, and they had been enjoying a lot of the amenities in and around because there were some concerts going on, entertainment before, but then as soon as it got close to 3 o'clock Eastern time, you saw folks swarming the field right now. I did a walk around, and it probably takes a good 5 or 6 minutes to get up to the front of the stage where the front of the crowd is. So if we do comparisons to things like Maple Leaf Square when the Leafs, or Jurassic Park when the Raptors were in the playoffs, this is probably easy 2 to 3 times that size. The only thing I can compare it to.
Wow, that's crazy. 2 to 3 times the size of like Maple Leaf Square or friggin' the Raptors playoff type shit. That's wild.
Is perhaps the NBA Finals in 2019 when the Raptors were there and the crowd spilled out into downtown Toronto. So it's an absolutely huge crowd, Carolyn.
Sean, you cover all sorts of sports, baseball, you're at the World Series all the time. Canada is not known for being a soccer nation, but what are you witnessing today?
Well, I sort of touched on it off the beginning, Carolyn. It's a unique energy we have here because while the crowd is overwhelmingly in support of Canada, it's much more than the match that's happening right now. This is sort of the flashpoint that we're dealing with, that we're seeing, but it's so much more of a celebration of welcoming the world. And while Canada's not known as a soccer nation, Canada is known as a very diverse nation, with Toronto being the most diverse city in the world. And there's no better city to show that right now. What we're seeing is many people from around the world enjoying Toronto, but also people who live in Toronto who have come from around the world getting to celebrate their culture while also celebrating Canada. So the energy here is like nothing I've ever seen at any other sporting event. So much about the sport itself at every other event. But right now, this seems to be a celebration of the entire world, Carolyn.
Sean. And
Okay. Yeah. So there's a bunch of different things going on over here. So, for example, right, the walk to the stadium looked crazy. And I'm going to make a compliment sandwich of this segment here. Show all of the good stuff first, and then maybe we can get to some of the things that people weren't so happy about. All right. Right? Looks like a good time. You know what I'm saying? I seen Shakira. This is gonna give me a big old copyright. You want me to do an IRL for the World Cup? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pop by one of the games before. I'm gonna go check out the schedule. Actually, we can check out the schedule together, and then I'll pop out for one of the things. Like, I obviously don't got tickets because shit, 3 racks is like I think the least that they're charging for a ticket. But I'll pop out. Burner Boy was here. Let me see what Burner Boy is saying on his Instagram. Watch him. Oh, that's the same post. I should have kept it running. Let me see if I can find it on Twitter because more times. Let's see what they're saying. Shakira. Burner Boy. I'm sure. See, right there. He's lip syncing a mother footage. This is like trash footage. I don't know who took this. Watch my. You were born. I can't play the audio. Stunting. All right, this is all happening in the 6 right now. The Toronto's crazy right now. However, it wasn't all happy smiles and rainbows and people paying for expensive tickets, right? Yeah, he's definitely lip syncing. Like, come on, fam. Like, this is a big shit. They probably rehearsed that lip syncing and the choreography from time. All right. Let's see. FIFA fans festival evacuated over high risk of lighting. Oh, that was the Mexico one? Oh, I idiot thing. Hold on. Before I even play this, nah. I want to see some Toronto shit. Did we only get Bryan Adams? Toronto FIFA performances. Let's see. Did we only get our Canadian legend Bryan Adams? That's the game. Oh my God, look at this shit. We love you, and where you go, we follow. Let's go. Yeah, I got to get down to ground zero. I know Cardinal performed at something. All right. Let me go back to the gram. I know Cardinal performed at something. Watch Man Like Natural. All right. Let me go to Cardinal's page because I've been paying attention to CP24 very closely. Okay, let's go to Cardinal. Cardinal O. Big suit to messy mess in the building. You ain't showing off your World Cup flex, brother? Walk on.
Yes. Backstage. Here we go. Backstage access. Dan, you met Cardi before?
So Dave, I know what I'm doing, but what's my big sexy title?
The what?
My big sexy title.
1 second.
Cardinal official. Sit up at the face.
So we're about 4 stories up high here. First time ever done in FIFA history.
We love hip-hop.
Oh, the sound clashes. Bumba Club.
We love hip-hop. We love hip-hop.
Wow. Cardinal official presents Sound Clash Society. Yo. This looks crazy. No, I ain't got no bars. Starting from scratch. Court Jester. Lisa Monet. DJ Lisa Monet. Mark Strong. DJ Agile. What up, Agile? DJ Dr. J. Big suit to Dr. J. Okay. Nico P. DJ Rennie. Jeez. Specs the Boss. What, Baby You? I haven't seen Baby You in a minute. Yo, Cardi's a GOAT. That's what you're bringing together, fam?
Jamie McLeod, Executive Director of The Voyageurs. The Voyageurs are...
All right. Sorry, brother.
We love hip-hop. We love hip-hop. We love hip-hop.
That's me, man, on a Saturday afternoon. Sorry, that's not me. So let's get to some of the complaints.
We have breaking news. The FIFA Fan Festival at Port York has been shut down because of weather. Hundreds of people forced to leave the festival shortly after 3:30 this afternoon due to the risk of lightning. There had been a viewing party for the first match of the World Cup between Mexico and South Africa.
Well, we're sad because we were not able to finish the game, but it's okay. We need to leave.
We didn't see anything, to be honest.
But we understand.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? I mean, it's okay. It's for our own security, so it's okay.
Yeah, we want to be safe, but at the same time, we wanted to enjoy the game, so it's disappointing.
It is what it is.
And nothing's happening right now. There's no rain. There's no thunder.
You have to have a plan B. Like, what if weather gets bad? Then have a plan B. They didn't have a plan B. Their plan B was cancel the event. Like, come on, guys. Like, all the money that FIFA has, they could have invested in something else, because we know that FIFA gets a lot of money from these events. Like, we know.
A lot of fans wanting and waiting to see action. Now, the city of Toronto says FIFA Fan Fest will not be reopening tonight because safety is its utmost priority.
And there's more complaints. Okay. I saw a post over here, courtesy of AfroBuzz. Big salute to AfroBuzz.
Yeah, it is. Of course it is, man. Be grateful.
Oh my God, dude. We're hosting the World Cup here?
Shake it.
Yeah, see if you can shake it.
No, it's 30.
No, it's structural?
They're doing a good job here.
Is this Toronto haters or is this like real legitimate complaints?
Bro, $1,000 for these are your World Cup seats. Beat down the lazy river. Yo, where are we? Where are we? This is a World Cup stadium?
Yeah, it is. Of course it is, man. Be grateful.
Be grateful, the man said.
Oh my God, dude.
That looks kind of spooky. That looks like one of those wooden roller coasters at the amusement park.
We're hosting the World Cup here?
Shake it.
Yeah, see if you can shake it.
No, it's 30.
No, it's structural?
Hold on, I'm checking the polls right now. Y'all are like really not fucking with the World Cup like that, right? Damn, I asked, are you going to any of the World Cup games? Okay, let's do this. How about this? Let's change the poll. Are you going to any events? Right? Bars closed at 4. We lit, fam. Right? There's sound clashes I just showed y'all. Concerts, probably after parties. We lit. Hold on, I put any World Cup events. Okay. Just to be specific. Let me know. There were more complaints. Big salute to my brother, PK Herc. Let's go check on PK Herc. He rarely posts on his Instagram. So when he posts, you know, he's either posting something that he really means a lot to him, or he's pissed about something. Something's grinding his gears. So let's hear what PK Herc has to say.
Wagwan people, PK Hertz. Let me tell you something. The city of Toronto is a fucked up place to live. They don't give a fuck about their residents, especially if you live in Parkdale. Believe you me, the amount of bullshit that they do to Parkdale, and they think it's helping people, like putting a one-way fucking bus strip from fucking Springhurst to Bloor in Parkdale. Why? So the commuter can save 7 minutes, but the driver has to wait 45 minutes in traffic, so the bus can save 7 minutes? Make it make sense, man.
Make it make sense.
Wagwan.
Make it make sense. Traffic's mush up.
On people, PK Hertz. Let me tell you something. The city of Toronto is a fucked up place to live. They don't give a fuck about their residents, especially if you live in Parkdale. Believe you me, the amount.
Keep in mind, the proximity of Parkdale and or Liberty Village is very close to like BMO Field or Toronto Stadium or whatever they call it now. You know what I'm saying? So if you live in that area, it's a shit show. Okay. It's almost like you want to just move out the area for a month or so for however long the World Cup is going on, or just not even drive. People are saying don't even drive into downtown right now, fam.
It's a bullshit that they do to Parkdale, and they think it's helping people, like putting a one-way fucking bus strip from fucking Springhurst to Bloor in Parkdale. Why? So the commuter can.
The look on his the man's about to honk somebody right now. Big salute to my brother PK Herc. The look of anger on his face right now, I could just feel it coming through the screen right now, bro. Like one of those, I might want to jump out the car and box this guy in front of me. Like, what are you doing, brother? Drive.
Save 7 minutes.
Salute to PK Herc.
But the driver has to wait 45 minutes in traffic so the bus can save 7 minutes. Make it make sense, man.
All right. And there was more complaints.
Opportunity to possibly go to you had this opportunity to possibly go to a World Cup a few years ago, decided to wait and invest that money in this World Cup. What were you thinking about?
Big mistake. That's exactly what we were thinking. We had an opportunity. We're huge soccer fans in our house. My boys have been playing basically since they could walk. They've been playing in and around the GTA. So we went into the draw. We were able to secure tickets for 4 different matches. So we're fans of both Canada and England. So we got 6 tickets for each match. So a total of 24 tickets, which converted to roughly about $5,500 Canadian. At that time, Canada had also just announced that they would be hosting. And so we thought, you know what better experience for our Canadian-born children to experience the World Cup here in Toronto. So we said, you know what, we'll wait the 4 years. Everybody agreed. Fast forward to today.
So she waited 4 years because she knew the shit was on the way. She's like, okay, the tickets were $5,000 for the whole family at one point, and now what?
And number one, we can't get tickets. We've missed out on several lotteries. And looking at the resale market, even looking at the new allotments of Canada Red tickets that have come out, we're just completely priced out. We can barely afford 2 or 3 tickets for the price that were to pay for.
$2,900. Y'all copping? $2,906, basically $3,000, at probably a little bit more. I don't know if that's before tax or after tax and services and whatever bullshit that they charge. Y'all copping? Let me know. One in the chat. Y'all copping because listen, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna just get the cheaper one. I'm gonna get the nosebleeds. No, fam, the nosebleeds are probably like $500. You know what I'm saying? This is probably like not floor seats, but this is like in the bowl, you know what I'm saying? You're able to get a close enough seat. Vacation money, bro. That's one person. Imagine trying to bring a shotty. Oh my God. That's the 6 racks just for the 2 tickets. You didn't even buy nothing at the place yet.
The price that were to pay for 24 tickets back then. And then at the end of the day, we're telling our kids, you know what, if we get tickets, maybe one of you can go, maybe 3 of us can go.
The list said a lot of people in Toronto got dollars. I guess so. You know what I'm saying? For a poverty line that's supposed to be crazy, unemployment rate that's supposed to be rising and out of control, okay? Multiple high-risk areas that are not getting the adequate provisions and whatever that they need. Like, bro, like this, it's not like the stadium's not packed.
Oh, we're going to have to figure it out.
Which child?
So. Exactly. Well, 2 of them did switch to basketball, so that makes it a bit easier. We've got one to get in there now that's really urgent.
You didn't do that for finances, I presume. Switch them to basketball.
I need to check on this. Toronto, FIFA. I want to see who else is complaining about this. Ticket prices. You know what? Before we get to ticket prices, let's go to TTC. Okay. We're doing our civic duties from the top of the pod, and then we'll get into all of the hip-hop shit. Okay, so TTC unveils temporary hub to handle FIFA crowd. Let's see what they got to say.
Is this the first time a hub like this has been built?
I think in sort of recent Toronto history, I don't think we've ever built something to this scale.
With Toronto's first FIFA World Cup.
Yo, they're spending bare dollars, fam. Sorry, I paused it before I could even start it because I'm just like, a hub? Like, bro, okay, what else we need? At least, and I'm going to ask a different question in the poll. At least they said that this stuff is supposed to help us moving forward. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys in a poll while I let this play.
2026 match kicking off this Friday. The TTC is giving us a sneak peek at the new Fleet Street Transit Hub, which will be the main drop-off and pickup point for fans traveling to and from games and FIFA Fan Festival. Representatives from the Toronto Transit Commission explaining we could think of the hub as a temporary station serving nearby bus and streetcar routes, particularly with Exhibition Loop unavailable on match days.
We have so much service on streetcars that are coming down here on a number of routes that we needed to create kind of a hub that could take all the number of streetcars, but also the volume of passengers.
We've been able to handle a lot of simultaneous events with a lot of crowds in this area, so we're very confident.
The hub, now in operation, was designed in partnership between the TTC and the city, with the city tendering and building the temporary structure itself.
Let me stop this for a quick second. So I asked, will the World Cup be a net benefit to Toronto moving forward? Okay, because Toronto has a traffic problem, like real bad right now. I've watched multiple news stories where they say, oh, well, the infrastructure of the city was built for 2 million people, and now Toronto proper is sitting at like something like 3-4 million people. The whole GTHA is like almost like 7 million or something crazy like that. You know, and this is the last time I checked. All right, I'm not even factoring in mass immigration and stuff like that that's happened over the last 2 to 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So they're saying that the city wasn't built for this amount of people. So we've been in a constant construction to build up the infrastructure to be able to handle the amount of people who already live here. So now when we get an event like this that brings millions of people into the city, okay, apart from like the caravanas and different things that we've had over the years, they're saying, this is what Crolivia Chow and them are saying, that this shit is supposed to benefit us moving forward, okay? They're saying that this is a temporary transit hub, but why temporary? Why not keep it permanent so that, you know, we can use it as in some kind of way to alleviate the rush hour traffic or something else? I don't know. I'm just brainstorming right here on the spot while I'm live. What the fuck do I know?
It's a complete replica of, or we're trying to do as much of a replica of the CNE loop as possible. When this platform gets too busy, what we'll do is we'll start queuing them from here. And so depending on which way I want to go, I can take the 509 or I can take the 511. So the idea is if you need to go to the 511, you go to the 511 over here. If you need to go to the 509, you go to the 509 over here. The beauty of this as well is if it gets really, really, really busy, we can also create a third area or a third tranche, if you will, that will be able to service either or.
I know, and my first thought when I see this is like, oh no, I wouldn't actually want to wait in that. Do you anticipate that the service will be able to keep up with what you're expecting?
I'm confident that we will be able to run a 5-minute service. Obviously, if we get into something like this, it will be challenging. But again, confident that we've been able to do something like this before.
Visioning for the temporary hub, according to the TTC, starting in the earlier days of planning.
I think as soon as we realized that Exhibition Loop wasn't available to us, and where FanFest was going to in fact be located, that's when that work began.
While the station remains operational, expect a few dozen personnel from various agencies to be on site processing crowds. Fleet Street will remain closed between Strawn Avenue and Fort York Boulevard to...
Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Imagine having to drive through that area. Detour.
Accommodate the new hub. City News, David Zura, Toronto.
Right, hold on, let me get some more transit shit in here. Let me see if there's any complaints. Footy fans dissent on soccer house. This sucks. Commuters frustrated. What? Let me hear this.
Young and Lawrence? I guess so. Yeah, I want to go to York Mills, but
there was a lot of confusion at Lawrence West this afternoon.
It's like, where am I? I thought I took the shuttle bus towards Yonge Street, but this one, like, obviously, like, I took the wrong bus.
Subway service between Lawrence.
Okay, so this sucks. The commuters frustrated with TTC track repairs ahead of FIFA World Cup 2026. So this is before this shit happened.
West and Wilson stations only operating on a single track, meaning both northbound and southbound trains are running on the same track.
I'm not really from this area, so I'm very confused about how everything is working, and all the shuttle buses are a lot to handle.
It's a rough day. I'm tired. I need to go rest, and all this going on, it's just too much.
Shuttle buses are operating between the stations, but for many, it did little to allay delays during the afternoon rush.
Yeah, it's fucked up right now. Let me go to prices. Prices. Let's see the prices here. So there's this one shorty who was complained already. Global news, attending a FIFA Cup in Canada could reach. Ticket prices, road closures. Okay, that's the full video from this over here. Let me check this out.
And the sky-high prices of FIFA World Cup tickets have pushed attending the tournament, those attending, out of reach for many people.
That's right. New provincial legislation was supposed to keep resale prices down, but it looks like FIFA may not be complying with the Ford government's bill.
All right, so let's go to what is now Toronto Stadium, right downtown. There you see BMO Field, and there you see Sean O'Shea. Canada will face Bosnia and Herzegovina in the opening match. Sean, that is coming up very soon. So let's talk about the prices. They are obviously exorbitant. Where do we stand?
Well, Anthony, we're here at Exhibition Place. As you said, behind me is the recently renamed Toronto Stadium. And 10 days from now, this will be home to the first match involving the Canadian team and the first FIFA match on Canadian soil. But attending in person is not a reality for the vast majority of people in Ontario, notwithstanding the recently proclaimed law that limits ticket prices.
With just over a week until the big event and the first game played in Toronto, these painted beaver sculptures representing World Cup teams can be seen free of charge downtown. But the price of actually going to a game is a sore spot for many soccer fans.
What do you think about the high cost of tickets?
It's ridiculous. The prices are unbelievably expensive.
Searching today, prices range from $1,200 to more than $5,400 for one seat to Canada's first game.
Whoa. 1,200 to... You got me fucked up, bro. You got me all the way fucked up.
$1,200 to more than $5,400.
Oh, to $5,400, fam. So $1,200 is the entry price, bro. Bro, yo, I don't know if he's still in here, but like, yo, you gotta have bread just to go to $1,200. That's one game. It's not the whole. It's not all of the games. It's one. It's not like Rolling Loud. Okay, that's for all 3 nights. Like, nah, fam, one game.
$100 for one seat to Canada's first game.
You're not going to be able to invite a lot of the world to come see this because you're limiting to such a small potential audience that could pay for this.
Ontario's new Putting Fans First Act law was designed to stop resellers from charging more than face value for tickets.
If the government does not have the tools to enforce these things, then it's really a weak law, and it's not going to protect the people of Ontario.
The law was just all show, and they weren't prepared to do what they needed to do.
The Ontario government says it's acting.
They've sent certainly notices to companies that may not be in compliance.
Later, a spokesperson for Minister Stephen Crawford confirmed the province contacted FIFA directly about the pricing.
We'll be potentially taking action if companies don't comply.
Yeah, because they just implemented something where they're not supposed to be allowed to raise ticket prices over a certain amount because Ticketmaster was gouging people, or second market people. Second market sales were gouging people, and Ticketmaster had alternate websites that were kind of doing this shit on the low too. So it's a dirty game.
Companies that don't abide by the law face fines of up to $250,000.
It's time to issue fines.
They won't remove the tickets, and nothing will happen.
As for those high prices,
If they wanted to make something, they should do it for local people, some kind of special price.
Daniel runs a soccer podcast in Toronto. He and some of his friends have their fingers crossed something could still change.
We are hoping that 1 week to the event, to the game next week, we will see a huge drop on the prices.
There may be faint hope of that happening. High as they are, there are buyers out there for those 45,736 seats. One way around this law,
45,000 seats, man. Yo, people are caking up stupid crazy. 45,000 seats. Freaking at least 1,500, talking to, let's say the mid-range or the average in between 5,500 and 1,200 is about 3,500 or maybe 3,000. On an average of 3,000 per 45,000 seats, bro. Oh my God. The amount of money hand over fist being made right now is unbelievable. Holy, scalpers are getting rich.
Is not restrained when it comes to the actual face value it places on those tickets, just the resale value, and then beyond what tickets are sold here, they can be sold in other provinces and across the border in the United States, areas that are not within this Ontario legislation.
I'm gonna just put like 1,200 times 45,000. Right there, that's $54 million. Just off of 1,200. That's insane.
Anthony.
We said it from the beginning. It's very hard to police. Look, it's a big issue. No question about it. To be continued. Sean.
I ain't mad at it. I'm just like, wow, these niggas is making money. Can we hold something? Like the taxpayers, are we going to get to hold something out of that? Because that's a lot of money getting exchanged. I know a lot of businesses are going to get to benefit from this. We got 4 a.m. last call. We got a lot of establishments that are close to a lot of these businesses that are going to get, you know, more business because of the amount of people in the city, right? But are we going to get anything off of this? Hold on. Let me just ask ChatGPT. How does, look at my last search. I made a thumbnail. Boom. How does Toronto benefit financially from FIFA 2026? All right, let's find out. Let's ask ChatGPT. Okay, tourism, hotels, all that type of stuff. You know what? Let me ask this more specific question. How do Toronto, or let's do Ontario taxpayers benefit, okay, from FIFA 26? So more tax revenue without raising tax rates. The city of Toronto estimates the World Cup could generate about $25 million in additional government revenue from the tax tied to tourism, hospitality, and related economic activities, jobs and wages. So the tournament is projected to create more than 6,600 jobs in the Greater Toronto area and generate roughly $340 million in labor income, which means more income tax revenue and spending throughout Ontario's economy. All right. Economic activity for Ontario's businesses. FIFA economic impact assessment estimated to up to $940 million in economic output for the GTA and $520 million in GDP growth. Hotels, restaurants, transportation companies, retailers, construction firms, and event suppliers all stand to benefit. Why some taxpayers are skeptical? The counter argument is that taxpayers are helping fund the event. The Parliament Budget Officer estimated government across Canada will spend roughly $1.7 billion on the tournament. Oh my God. That's a lot of guap, bro. Toronto's hosting budget alone has risen to approximately $380 million. Insane. Critics argue that FIFA receives most of the direct tournament revenue, while government covers security, infrastructure, and operational costs. YouTube video. Let's go.
The FIFA World Cup is one of the biggest spectacles.
We're going to get to some hip hop in a second, gang.
In sport. 48 teams, 104 matches, one winner. Or maybe two. Sure, one team will lift the iconic trophy, but with an estimated $11 billion in revenue coming in, FIFA might be
$11 billion in revenue coming in is not bad still.
the real winner before a single ball is kicked.
It's the biggest event ever. It's more than 4 billion viewers all around the world, and we will make it the biggest, not only sports event, but the biggest social event that we can think of.
Johnny, we're going to have to extend my second term because 2026, I'm going to have to extend it for a couple of years. I don't think any of you would have a problem with that, but I hope you're going to remember me in 2026.
For sure.
Since the World Cup was awarded to the
Let's go to most replayed.
So I have to say,
Oxtail dinner up, fam. Oxtail dinner up.
have been great partners. We've had the ability to really discuss openly some of the elements, understanding it's their tournament and they've run it for many, many years, as we all know.
And FIFA certainly knows how to make money off of it. The $11 billion in revenue it expects to receive will come largely from broadcast deals, ticket packages, and sponsorships. Andrew Zimbalist is a professor of economics at Smith College and author of Circus Maximus, the economic gamble behind hosting the World Cup and Olympics.
There's a good deal of revenue that doesn't come back to the cities who are sponsoring these things. Particularly, it goes to FIFA. What happens to the money to FIFA? Where does that money go?
Well, it goes to making sure that Gianni Infantino has a very comfortable and luxurious life, for one, and his various deputies. But more importantly, the vast majority of the money goes to soccer federations around the world. So each of the participants in FIFA, the International Soccer Association, each of the countries.
Yo, leave me alone, yo. Y'all like Friday's eating like he stole someone's food. Friday living large today. Oxtail's expensive. It is. The price the same, but they skimped on that shit. Shrinkflation.
Participants has a National Soccer Association, and they're in charge of developing soccer in their country. They spend money for youth soccer programs. They spend money for facilities. They spend money to train referees and officials and so on. So most of the money, the overwhelming majority, probably 90% of the money that is generated for FIFA gets reinvested back into the soccer development worldwide.
So where do the host cities see a return? They get none of FIFA's windfall, but expect to make money through revenue streams like increased tourism, job creation, and global exposure. For Toronto, that's expected to result in $686 million of positive economic output for the greater.
Huh? So that's like maybe.
Area, according to a report from Deloitte and FIFA. Adam Van Koeverden is Canada's Secretary of State for Sport and a FIFA economic
Hold on. The man's name is not Vancouverdom. His name is not Vancouverdom.
output for the greater area, according to a report from Deloitte and FIFA. Adam Van Koeverden is Canada's Secretary of State for Sport and a former Olympic champion in kayaking.
It is a big upfront investment, but we know that it's going to pay off. For example, the federal government.
Oh, I almost thought they were going to spell it like Vancouverdom. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
It is a big upfront investment, but we know that it's going to pay off. For example, the federal government is investing $220 million between Toronto and Vancouver to ensure that these 13 games are world-class, safe, and really, really exciting for Canadians. The provincial governments are also coming forward with hundreds of millions of dollars, and the cities are also investing, as are private, companies and FIFA especially. So it's an exercise in collaboration, like I said, but the result is a massive positive economic output that can.
So the provincial government, the federal government, and I guess a bunch of different contributors and stuff like that put all of their money together, a few $100 million here, a few $100 million there. We got 1.7 billion. Let's go.
Canadians, Canada, Canadian businesses, everybody will see the benefit from that. Likely, we're going to see about $2 billion increase to our GDP, as well as about $3.8 billion, upwards of $4 billion in positive economic output. We're talking about almost 25,000 jobs to be attributed to the FIFA World Cup in 2026. So the economics are very, very sound. It looks like it's going to be a huge boon for Canada's economy, but I'm sure the same is true in the United States and in Mexico as well.
Y'all buying that, gang? Because I hear like, okay, 25,000 jobs during the event, but when the event's done, them jobs are going to go away. Simple as that. I'll play one more clip because Drake is supposed to be the ambassador for this. Right now, if you check on Drake, right, last time we checked on Drake, okay, we're going to get to some hip hop right now. Let's go to DJ Academics TV. Last time we checked on Drizzy, was it them that posted it? No, it might have been Keep Six Solid. Let's go to Keep Six Solid. Because man was on the beach. He didn't give a shit about World Cup, fam. Damn, why can't I find that post? The man's just posted it too. Let's go on Twitter. Twitter. Drake Turks. Yeah. Does this guy care about the World Cup? That security is the same one from the Family Matters video. He's always there. Watch TV Gucci. TV Gucci got his back. All right. Because this video, and I'm going to get a copyright for this, so this is going to get cut out of the replay. Okay, this is from Fox Soccer. 2006 FIFA World Cup, Drake talks with President Gianni, whatever, to discuss Toronto's infam. Let's go back to ChatGPT. Drake's involvement in FIFA 2026. Okay, let's find out. Let's see what ChatGPT is saying. As of June 2026, Drake's official role in the FIFA World Cup 2026 is limited, but he has been seen closely associated with Toronto's hosting efforts and remains one of the most talked about celebrities connected to the tournament. Womp womp. That means he ain't got shit to do with it, fam. We're still looking at this stale old freaking picture of him with a homeboy. What Drake has officially done in February 2024, Drake sat down with FIFA president that we just saw to discuss Toronto's role. Yo, where did all of the yes, Juicy Hamburger, he did the knock the thing. Thank you. This is why live stream is important. I don't be knowing everything. And Czar was one of the models. Watch him. He's on the main page. Man like Czar's on the main page. Aura Farm complete. First slide. Y'all don't see if he didn't have the balaclava. Drake made him wear this. Can't have you We Love Hip Hop niggas being shown on my clothing line and shit. Shit. How did you get in here? Okay. Hold on. Can I get a little closer? Oh, it's just making the words bigger. This is whack. DJ Czar in the motherfucking building. But yeah, this is the Team Canada shit. Okay. Is there any more slides of Czar? Okay. All that Team Canada drip courtesy of Nocta. All right. Got some involvement. What else? ChatGPT? Drake also participated in activities surrounding the announcement of the World Cup host city match scheduled, effective serving as a high-profile Toronto representative during the FIFA promotional efforts. Will Drake perform at the World Cup? There has been significant speculation, but no official announcement from FIFA confirming Drake as a performer. In 2025, Infantino publicly suggested that Drake performing at the World Cup would be a good idea, especially after discussing about FIFA introduction and Super Bowl style halftime show for the World Cup final. However, those comments were speculative rather than a formal booking. And it's not because Drake can't do the World Cup. Like, they probably would be ecstatic to have him performing at the World Cup. Can they afford? Like, can the city afford to spend what it's going to cost to get Drake up there? Juicy Hamburger says, Future just performed just now. Did he? Let's go check on Future. Let's go check on Pluto. Let's go check on Future. If you ain't posting World Cup on your shit, you're lame. Wow.
I heard what you said through the grapevine. Funny thing about your problems, they ain't mine. Staying up through the late night. 20 seconds to game time. Get up religious with it. Time crossing these state lines.
This is the one in LA right now.
Working hard through the late nights. 20 seconds to game time. Thinking like people across the world. No stopping me, trying to be like.
I can't see Drake performing at one of these. It's just like a lip sync fest. It's kind of lame. I don't know. It's just, I don't know if that makes me a hater. It's just, it's underwhelming when you see the shit. It just looks like a very big choreography presentation. You know what I'm saying? But like, as far as like a dope musical performance, right? That mic is not even close to on, fam. Man's just, he's just here to collect a check. I don't want to see Drake in a lip sync type situation just so that we can get a nice world presentation paid for by the city of Toronto. Like, I'm good on that, fam. Like, at the time,
grapevine. Funny thing about your problems, they ain't mine.
Right? At the time when people were speculating or talking about it, the only reason we gave a fuck was because of Kendrick. You know that, right? We were just like, yo, Kendrick's performing at stadiums. What about Drake? And it was like, nigga, it's not that big of a deal. But you know what? Let me take that back. I kind of ran with it too. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? He's gonna perform at the World Cup. Right? So at that time, people were kind of just making it like, yo, he has to do this. Look at what Kendrick's doing. You're not doing what Kendrick's doing. But now when I see these performances, I'm like, nah. He said, yo, Friday. Drake said, holy shit. He said, because you're a goof. Because you're a goof. We can get to that. All right. Part of the reason I think Drake, he didn't call us a goof. Okay, that didn't happen. But he said we were fried. Part of the reason why is I think the conversations that we've been having surrounding his stadium status, things of that nature. There was a clip that I put out earlier, and make sure to go and check out our clips channel. We Love Hip Hop clips, nigga, clips for your head. Let me find the clip. Where's OVO Fest? Is it in here?
We love hip hop.
Where's OVO Fest?
Never said, okay, I'm going to be here.
Do it.
Yeah.
In his whole career, he's never
Okay.
packed out a stadium.
It's right here. It's right here. I'm going to slow walk it, okay? And then we'll get into exactly why Drake said some things that weren't a diss. I don't think it was a diss, but he said some words. 2 nights straight.
But you don't think that's physically demanding?
Let's go here.
Like
Original.
Sky Dome.
Yeah, bro.
See, this is what I'm talking about, fam. If he's got to put your big boy pants on, pause, throw your nuts on the table, and be like, yo, I'm taking over this bitch for 5 nights, and they're going to be sold out every 5. I'm Drake.
You think he could do 5 nights?
5 nights is a lot to ask.
5
from
nights at
someone.
Freddy's?
5 nights at the Rogers Center.
Like-
Jay-Z could do it.
In New York?
In Toronto.
Jay-Z
5
can't do
nights
it.
in a row.
He's about to do 80,000 in Paris.
1 night.
Okay, so he could do 1 night here for sure.
Yeah, but that's different. That's not 5, bro.
Okay, so then if he could do 1, I can push it to 2. We can see Jay-Z, Rogers Center, 2 nights straight.
But you don't think that's physically demanding to ask someone to perform 5 nights in a row for 80,000?
It's not, it wasn't in a row. The weekend he did like 2 different weekends. No pun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is doing that. No problem.
Yeah, she's doing that like in her sleep.
5
Okay,
nights in
so
a row.
and you know what? In hindsight, you know, now that I'm like listening back to this conversation, what I would have rebutted to DJ Czar is they do that all the time. They perform back to back nights, except in different cities. So it's actually easier if you don't even got to leave the city. And it's your own city. So you don't even have to go to some hotel or some shit. You just go back to your yard. What? Bonus. Fam. You might just use the hotel just to go smash a groupie or not. Just bring her back to the embassy. You know what I'm saying? Go rock out the show. Go back to your house. I'll be back tomorrow. Go do Rogers Center again. What's Rogers Center? Like 65,000 people or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? What's new search? What the Rogers Center capacity? Okay, let's find out. What is the Rogers Center capacity? Yes, so then why not, fam? Why hasn't he done it then? Rogers Center, 39,000? I was highballing this shit. Pause. Saying 65,000 event type. Baseball currently. They can do more. They can do 55,000 for a concert. Let's go. 55,000 seats. Light work. If the Weeknd can do it, so can Drake, fam. Okay? This is where the conversation started. This is not where it ended, but this is where it started. If you're a big boy.
No break.
What did Bad Bunny? Yo, the man went to, what is it, Puerto Rico? This is, I'm going to be in this stadium for the next 20 days. You guys come to me. And the man sold out all like 20 dates, bro. There are people flying in.
If those are your peers, show us.
You know? Like that's some big dog shit.
No, that's some big dog
Chris
shit.
Brown's not even thinking about an arena right now. If it's not a stadium, he's not over there.
He's flying around the arena, bro. If you see the footage of Chris Brown, fam, it's insane.
Even Kanye's so doing stadiums, bro. The man was just in the Netherlands, dog. 2 nights, bro.
Why can't Drake, fam? If he's really the guy like that, and listen, we're not even trying to diss. We believe that he's the guy. I just don't think he's not trying it, bro. Bare arena. It's making it look like you can't really do it.
But he's doing like 5 nights at the arena type shit. So when you do the math, it could equate to 2 days at the stadium.
So then do that. Do that, fam. Because like really and truly, Kendrick sold out mad nights. All stadium tour, bro.
Yeah.
So it's not even about a night-to-night thing, fam, or in one city. He went to multiple cities.
Multiple countries.
Multiple countries. He stayed in multiple cities and did back-to-back nights in their city. Wow, listen, even while I'm watching this, look, I looked this up. I looked this up quickly. This is from the Chris Brown Reddit, okay? Been to pretty much every show since One Hell of a Night tour. I think it's safe to say he's done with arenas and now stadiums only due to his popularity recently. What do you guys think? Personally, I favor the arenas, blah, 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 blah. Who gives a fuck? He's only doing arenas now. Fuck your little stadiums. All right? Your little 19,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Nah, B. Stadium up. There was some footage that I saw on one of these Reddits here. Look at this shit. Come on, B. Insanity. Can I get some? Oh, there we go. Some video. Fireworks going off and shit, or like pyrotechnics, I mean, and shit. Come on, Drizzy, you can do it. Niggas be thinking I hate on Drake. All I'm doing is trying to push this nigga harder. Pause.
Hey, yo, chill.
Okay, just to be the greatest he can be. You feel me? This is not even like his real competition like that. Like Chris Brown, like with all due respect, he's the guy. But like, come on, fam. Are they in the same convo? Like worldwide, is Drake and Chris Brown in the same convo? Get the fuck out of here. Drake is 10 times bigger than Chris Brown. He can do this. Look at this. They're all there's lights up here, right here, right there at the top. Right there at the top. I know, okay, over here in the back, you can't, they blocked out these seats. This is probably a good, there's even saying in the thing here, how many people are in there? Because that looks like a good 80,000, 70,000 people. All of them singing every single word. The man's like sitting in front of an ocean of people. Right? What's Ye up to? Ye Stadium. What's Ye up to? What Ye been up to? This is 10 minutes ago. Oh my God. There's no roof on that. You know why there's no roof on that? Because it's a motherfucking stadium. Look at that. These are the guys that you keep on sunning. Yay, live in Istanbul, Turkey, stadium filled up with 120,000 people. What the fuck? You're Drake.
We love hip-hop.
Make it this fuck. What you want?
We love hip-hop.
Ooh, rocking one of my top 5 favorite Ye songs. Please, Drizzy. Hold on, let me make my screen bigger. Please, Drizzy, don't make me fix my lips to say Drizzy could never. Of course he can. So why the fuck hasn't he done it? What are you waiting for, brother? In the freaking stadium, then left and went to another place and hit another stadium. Stadium pack up each night, fam.
But do you feel like Drake needs to do that to prove that he can keep up with his contemporaries? Like, I'm pretty
Yes.
sure we all know he can pack out a stadium.
Until we prove it.
Hasn't he packed out stadiums before?
He's never done that. No, when? Which stadium?
That's it. I'm gonna Google it.
Kanye brought him to a stadium. Drake has never said, "Okay, I'm gonna be here."
Do it. So it kind of started there, or it kind of ended there. We were getting into a deep discussion. I don't know how deep of a discussion it was. It was just podcast banter. And we were discussing whether we think Drake can not fill up a stadium, but as far as like streamers and how streamers have become way more poppin' than rappers. Rappers, if you go to streamer university, it's going to kill your aura. Okay. And that conversation basically evolved into, who do we think is more poppin', Drake or Mr. Beast? All right. Actually, more specifically, who has more aura, Drake or Mr. Beast? So let me find the clips over here. Here's the original conversation.
Oh, like,
if you roast me, I'm going to go react to it on the stream.
Okay, who would win in an aura battle, Mr. Beast or Drake?
Ooh.
Let's go. If we're going to the top of the top content creator.
That was the exact question. Who would win in an aura battle? Okay. Drake or Mr. Beast?
Top rapper.
Mr. Beast might have Drake wiped down. He's not an
Maybe
international star, but he might be an international star because his videos play in multiple languages all over the world.
Yeah. Mr. Beast might have.
I don't think so, bro.
Fam, he has more. He has more
capping.
subscribers than Drake by far. He has one of the most subscribers on YouTube. Period.
Yeah, no, respectfully, I feel like if Mr. Beast and Drake popped out, like it wasn't like, I feel like the youth never run into Mr. Beast. You know what I mean? And like,
yeah, never run into Drake.
Yo, his videos, right? His old John Crow says Drizzy smokes Mr. Beast. Does he? Well, Leo, let it continue. YouTube videos have way more views than Drake's music videos.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just thinking, like, if you're at a function, right? We're talking about aura, and that's just not about money and clout. It's about appearance. It's about imagery.
We're talking about aura?
Drake.
Yeah, Drake has more aura than Mr. Beast.
That's why.
But if you put them in the middle of, because he's a rapper.
Because he's a rapper. That's my whole point. But he's not even a street guy either.
Yeah, but he has the money and the bitches.
I feel like it depends on where you put him, because a lot of people hate Drake. Bro, respectfully.
I'm sure
just like on some hating shit.
A lot of people don't like Mr. Beast.
Yeah, he's got a lot of haters.
That's
too.
true.
Yeah.
But like you said, like, okay, let's say you just place them in, like, you know, Young and Dundas.
Yeah.
All the kids are flocking towards Mr. Beast. The Gowdom are flocking towards Drake.
Kids are going to flock towards Drake.
The
too.
man them might go to Mr. Beast to see if they can get some money. You know what I'm saying? But like, realistically,
now Drake has more aura.
He has more aura.
So, yeah, if there were like a bunch of people and there was like 100,000 people running towards them, and then you could see like who like the count is at the end, I think Drake might win by like a margin of like 60,000 people. You know what? Let me make this poll again. Hold on. Let me change this up. I'll change this up. I didn't make the poll properly.
But Drake is not a street rapper. So who would you say is like the biggest street rapper right now? Like
Future.
So Future versus Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast has
him wiped down. Still.
Like 3 times over.
Okay, so I do see your point, but I feel like it's very specific. You know what I mean? Because like we have to like not include bare rappers.
Okay, so the question I asked now in the poll is, who's the bigger star, Drake or Mr. Beast? Okay, my bad. I didn't put the names in the poll. So here's what happened. Okay. I posted this clip on my Instagram page just innocently. You know, I'm like, yo, I think that was an interesting conversation. It wasn't deep podcast convo. We weren't trying to move the culture forward or anything like crazy with the convo. We were just talking shit, you know? And Czar, being the great podcaster that he is, kind of like brought the conversation into a direction where we can get a little bit of a competition going on there. Cool. So I posted a clip. Y'all seen the clip?
I just feel like, and like a Mr. Beast and those guys, and I feel like they just get way more ratings than like, because even the top rappers, they're always getting this. Like, respectfully, look at Drake, man's always trying to find something bad to say about Drake. Kendrick, they're trying to find something bad to say.
Lil Baby.
You know what I mean? Like, man's always trying to roast them, but like with the streamers and shit, because they roll with it, like you can't really roast them. So it's always just love, you know? Like,
if you roast me, I'm gonna go react to it on the stream.
Okay, who would win in an aura battle? Mr. Beast or Drake?
Ooh.
Let's go. If we're going to the top of the top.
Drake? So Drake jumped in the comments. He was actually the first person to jump in the comments. Laughing emojis, bare laughing emojis, okay? Says, you mans are fried about Mr. Beast has me wiped down. Are you okay? Mans are back smoking K2. We're back. Oh, I didn't even realize. I didn't even read that properly when I first read it. I thought he was like, yo, you guys are smoking K2. We're back smoking K2. So we were smoking K2 before? I didn't even realize that, fam. What did we say before? Oh, okay. I see it now, brother. I see it now, brother. At some point in time, we had some kind of harebrained take and said something stupid and crazy. And mans were like, you niggas are smoking K2. He just never put it in a comment before. He might have just said it around the mandem, like, look at these. Mandem look like, mandem are smoking K2. Like, what kind of stupid shit are they saying over there around that table over there, bro? You know what I'm saying? It might have, you know what it could have been? It could have been back when we, the T.I. cousin, you know, piss take or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe mans were like, yo, you niggas are smoking K2. Like, fuck wrong with these niggas? Are you okay? So that's why I got to mans are back smoking K2. Okay.
Top content creator, top rapper.
Mr. Beast might have Drake wiped down. He's not an
Maybe
international star, but he might
kids.
be an international star because his videos play in multiple languages all over the world.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Beast might have.
I don't think so, bro.
Fam, he has more.
You
He
guys
has
are
more
capping.
subscribers than Drake by far. He has one of the most subscribers on YouTube. Period.
Yeah, no, respectfully, I feel like if Mr. Beast and Drake popped out, like, it was like, I feel like the youth never run into Mr. Beast, you know what I mean? And like,
y'all never run into Drake.
Yo, his videos, right? His YouTube videos have way more views than Drake's music videos.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just
okay. I'm not gonna get myself copywritten because I started playing some music right there. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it, man. All right. I'm not trying to prove like that, like Mr. Beast got Drake wiped down because you know I immediately went to ass kissing. Here I am. You know, everybody just, oh, Drake, look at how stupid these guys are. Right? Yo, Drake, can you listen to my beats? Right? There's this one guy. Super idiot thing, right? Adding the man. Yo, Drake, I think they're dumb. All right. This guy's like, how you even see this? Because he sees everything. We're his favorite fucking podcast, nigga.
We love hip hop.
Fuck you talking about, nigga. So here I come. Pause. Glazing. Pause. Nah, you got the beast you easy. The other rappers, I don't know. I don't know emoji, laughing emoji. All right? Did I back down, gang? All right, did I fold immediately? Fold that up right now. Well, let's do it, man. Let's do this shit. Let's prove it. Let's prove it. Let's go with net worth first. Mr. Beast, net worth. Because I know he be saying like, yo, I don't got no money. I have no money. What? Money-wise? Hold on. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. Drake, net worth. I don't want 2026. I just want period. Okay? So, Drake's estimated net worth is between 250 million to 400 million. Okay? Everybody's like, yo, that nigga's a billionaire. He's a billionaire. Maybe he is off the books. But on the books, as far as the goggles, it says 250 million to 400 million. Mr. Beast, Jimmy Donaldson, has an estimated net worth of 2.6 billion. Let's go to YouTube channels. Drake. Let's go to his YouTube. 32.7 million subscribers. Okay? All right. Listen, I'm not trying to diss, fam. I'm just an analytical ass nigga, bro. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have more aura. Of course you got more aura. Jimmy looks like a nerd, fam. Right? And we're not talking about Jimmy, you went in the wheelchair back in the days. I'm talking about Jimmy Donaldson. Nerd. Okay? So let's go to Mr. Beast. How much sub Mr. Beast got? Let's do a side-by-side comparison. 500 million. Compared to 32 million. Listen, mind you, 32 million is a lot. It's a lot. 500 million? What the hell, fam? This guy has a portion of the planet subscribe to his channel. You gotta be kidding me, B. I'm not saying the nigga got more aura, but at this point, just because of YouTube and the amount of times that people watch this guy a week, you know what I'm saying? This guy has a huge contract with Amazon for the Amazon games. If you look at the video view counts, let's go to most popular. His most popular video has 934 million views. That's insane. Drake might have more than that because he's a rapper. So let's see. Most popular. 2 billion, 1 billion. So he has them wiped down for two videos. Not in combined views, but for those two videos, wiped down. Mr. Beast don't got a God's plan, brother. He's not bringing the world together in song with God's plan. So Drake got him wiped down absolutely right there. Or Hotline Bling, my bad. Same with God's plan. This is always going to increase because it's evergreen content. Short videos. Want to see the shorts? He got 2 shorts. He don't care about his YouTube channel. He's not a content creator. This is not a one-to-one comparison. This is a content creator versus a rapper. Okay? But one at the highest degree. Or both of them at the highest degree. So the biggest rapper in the world versus the biggest content creator in the world. If we're doing a comparison one-to-one on views, followers, international reach, right? Look at the shorts. One of his, bro, it's not even a competition. Let's go to IG. Drake, 139 million followers on IG. All right? That's amazing. That's a lot. Big dog shit. Mr. Beast, He got him wiped down. Drake got him on the IG followers. Hey.
Drake.
Hold on, let me check the poll. Who's the bigger star, Drake or Mr. Beast? 75% of y'all are saying Drake, and only 25% of y'all are saying Mr. Beast. So I might be fried. Not me. All of us, because he didn't specify. He didn't say one of us. All right. Hold on. All right.
I don't know. I just feel like
I might be a little bit fried because, okay, let's keep this into consideration also between the two of them. Drake is doing world tours. No matter how much more views that Mr. Beast does on Instagram and stuff like that, and don't get it twisted, he goes and he does these huge worldly donation type things where he'll go to a country and give out eyesight to 4,000, 2,000 people, and there'll be mad people that come out from the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. But that's not the same as going and rocking out whatever arena, because he ain't doing the stadiums yet. Start doing the fucking stadiums, my G. All right, I don't mean to curse, but like, bro, you can do a stadium, right? But doing whatever arenas for like 5-6 nights in a row. All right. He went to New York. He took over New York for like 8 nights. Mr. Beast ain't doing that. All right. So when it comes to that, there's no comparison because Drake's a rapper. Mr. Beast does something else. Right. If you wanted to make a comparison, and because that can't be a repeat thing over and over every night, like he's not just going to announce a Mr. Beast tour and now he's going out for the next 250 or 200 nights to go and entertain you guys in person. He has to make YouTube videos to keep you guys entertained. Okay. Also, I seen somebody say something about Spotify views. Mr. Beast probably has 0 Spotify presence. So that's not even a competition. You feel me? I'm sure like people are not looking up to see what going on with Mr. Beast's videos on Spotify. Everything is probably aggregated over to his YouTube. So when you take all of the streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal even, all of that shit, and take all his streams together, then it's like crushes his foot on Mr. Beast as far as his worldwide reach. Okay? So we have to also live in reality. I felt it was a good conversation, but let me ask you guys, and then we'll end this conversation because it's not like a pressing topic. I don't know why man said like we're smoking K2, fam. Back smoking K2. Right? I didn't say you had to wipe down. We're just saying in the aura department, obviously this is more aura, pause, than this weird looking youth over here. Okay? This nigga got $2 billion. They'll barely take care of his skin. But if these guys were in Dundas Square or Sankofa Square, my bad, and 100,000 people were running towards them, all right? I mentioned this on the podcast last night. 100,000 people, they see Drake standing on one corner and they see Mr. B standing on another corner. And there's 100,000 people. And they're all saying, oh shit, there are the both of them. Who are more people stopping in front of? Drake over here or Mr. Beast over here? Let me know in the comments. Just raw downtown Toronto. Oh shit, that's Drake. Oh shit, that's Mr. Beast. Who are more people running in front of? And if you guys want to put an estimated number, also let me know. Out of 100,000 people saying, oh shit, that's them, and then they start running towards them. Let me know. Is it Jimmy Donaldson over here, aka Mr. Beast, or Drake? we're Dundas Square, Sankofa Square. So keep in mind that's going to be a mixed crowd of people. You're going to get a lot of youths. You're going to get tourists. You're going to get students. You're going to get adults, people coming from work, right? Who are people going to be like, oh shit, that's and then go walk over them, try to get an autograph. What? Let me get some more choices before I put these things on the screen, because that's the one that surprised me. Okay, between Drizzy Drake and Mr. Beast standing on the corner of Yonge and Dundas. He said Mr. Beast will run towards Drake. Oh shit! I saw Drake in the middle of Dundas Square. I'm giving away $1 million for anybody who can get out of the subway system. Anyhow, that's my best Mr. Beast impression. Mr. Beast or Drake, let me know. Right? Black Paint says, if we being real, 60K Mr. Beast, 40K Drake. Just raw downtown survey says whatever. You feel me? Let me know. Is it Mr. Beast or Drake? Anyhow. Anywho, in my opinion, listen, I thought it was a good conversation. I wasn't trying to disrespect the boy in any type of way. Okay, so if it was taken as a form of disrespect, which I don't think it was, like he put laughing emojis. If mans are cheesed, no laughing emojis up. All right, so salute to the boy. What else I got on my docket here? Oh. You know what? Before I get off of this topic, and I'll get off the topic, all right? Look at this. This is the type of energy these niggas get, bro. Look at I Show Speed, all these niggas. Look at this guy. Looking like a young Michael Jackson. He dressed like Michael Jackson and shit. I don't know what do you call this right here? Thousands show up to NYC as Kai Cenat launches Streamer University. This guy's a fucking star. I don't know. I'm just saying these niggas is on some next level star shit. Okay, let me move on though. I wanted to just get into something quickly because I discussed this a few episodes ago or a few live streams ago about Jadakiss and DJ Khaled. Okay, big salute to Fat Joe and Jadakiss. We were watching a clip from their podcast. They were discussing how, Fat Joe was a little bit peeved. I won't say upset, but a little bit peeved that Drake went at Khaled on his new album. He said Khaled don't support Palestine or whatever the song was, or whatever he said, Palestine and whatever. He said a bunch of bars. I don't remember the exact bars, but Fat Joe wasn't feeling that shit. And he had some things to say on his podcast, and Jadakiss responded to that. Okay, so I'll play that clip first, and then we'll get to where we are now.
Doesn't sit right with me that he disrespected DJ Khaled. We about loyalty. I've always supported Drake my whole life. It's hard to digest this album, me being Fat Joe.
I'm out of it, for one. For two, that's what's wrong with hip-hop. Is invisible lines? Is this and that? Is it beef? Is it hip-hop? What can be said? What can be said? It's supposed to be musical. You know what I'm saying? Then it gets to a point where it's not musical. Then it's not hip-hop.
So you say
what's fucking up the culture and what's not?
Let me ask you
what's over the line
is it almost like, are you supposed to be DJ Khaled and the man disrespect you and you just like, yo, that's hip-hop. That's a great song. No, somebody diss you on a song.
You know what's going to happen.
Khaled ain't a rapper.
He got all the rap. He's got you. He got Dre. He got people. He got money. He got money. Go in the fault. Help yourself. It's only hip hop, right?
Yeah, it's only hip hop.
But to a certain extent, I feel some people's feelings get, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just felt like it was a form of bullying.
How did you say that?
Because
hold on, I'm sorry to cut you off, but the whole world with it.
Former bullying is crazy. That's some sensitive shit.
Everybody with it gets
Khaled did go against Drake, right? You know who did go against Drake? Future. He got a song with him.
Might have fixed it. Shit is fixable.
Khaled ain't never disrespect Drake.
How you know how Drake feel about what he think Khaled might have did to him? Did anybody ask Drake, what did Khaled do? No. So you gotta find out that.
The problem is the song he dissed Khaled on is the hottest fucking song on the album.
That shit is crazy, dog. It's some crazy shit on it.
It's really hot.
It's a hell of a
I said, damn, why?
Okay, so that's the conversation that they had about whether, Fat Joe was happy about what the things that Drake said. So what ended up happening is, I guess Khaled checked Jadakiss behind the scenes. He said, he wasn't feeling what he was saying on the podcast. I guess he did feel attacked by Drake about the things that he said on the album. And what did Drake say on the thing towards Khaled? Drake make them cry. Let's see, Khaled. Is it make them pay? It's make them pay. I remember. Let's see. And Khaled, you did something. Okay. And Khaled, you know what I mean? The beef was fully live, and you went halal and got on your deen. And your people are still waiting for a free Palestine, but apparently everything is in black and white and red and green. Damn. I'm seeing everyone's shoes colors for real. I'm sensing a theme. All right. So basically, I don't know. Is that a diss? Let me know what y'all think if that's a diss. Okay. And I made a poll for this here. So here's Jadakiss's response to DJ Khaled, I guess, low-key pressing him.
Happened. I gotta apologize for doing nothing but being a journalist. I got that from Nori.
Oh, you're a journalist?
I'm in media.
He's a journalist.
They said, Khaled got mad. Khaled, I love you. I'm not taking sides, Khaled. We was debating on a story. I only met Drake once. I'm just giving a fair shake of the story. We can't keep it. If me and Joe both love you, if we both go for you, it makes the show is garbage.
Yeah.
You got to give just a fair shake of the thing. I'm not taking no sides.
I'm glad you hit that.
I'm on hip hop.
Hold on. Is this nigga really copping Super Please? Like, this is Kiss. The nigga's copping Please. Oh, I only met Drake once. We're just doing a show. I gotta have an opposing position. Doesn't mean I feel that way. Oh, here we go.
Story. We can't keep it. If me and Joe both love you, if we both go for you.
Oh, you're a journalist?
I'm in media. They said, Khaled got mad. Khaled, I love you. I'm not taking sides, Khaled. We was debating on a story. I only met Drake once. I'm just giving a fair shake of the story. We can't keep it. If me and Joe both love you, if we both go for you, it makes the show is garbage.
Yeah.
You got to give just a fair shake of the thing. I'm not taking no sides.
I'm glad you hit that.
I'm on hip hop.
Pause. I'm glad you hit that. Pause. Fist the ass. But listen to what I'm saying. Hold on. Nah. Look, sometimes we say pause just because it's pause.
Yeah.
But Jada really said fist the ass. They really do that shit.
Hold on.
That's really a fucking...
Right. We say
no sides.
I'm glad you hit that.
I'm on hip hop.
Pause. I'm glad you hit that. Pause. Fist the ass. But listen to what I'm saying.
What?
Hold on. Nah.
Hey,
Look,
yo,
sometimes we say pause just
chill.
because it's pause.
Yeah.
But Jada really said fist to ass. They really do that shit.
Hold on.
That's really a fucking.
He's taking it. No, did you watch the video?
I saw this shit.
You watched it.
No. Yo, you want to go there?
I saw the video.
Yo, the video.
What are you talking about?
They said that nigga had the cannonball run. Yo. You said me. Yo.
This nigga's crazy, dog. Yo, what's going on? Not at the beginning of the show.
They said that nigga. They said he had the cannonball run. He pulled out some Cobra clutch shit from down here. Yo, like what the fuck? I ain't see the video. You heard about the video?
Yeah, I didn't see it. I ain't see it
either. I ain't got Twitter. I think it's on Twitter.
You don't got
think
Twitter.
It's dead ass on.
Are these guys too famous to have certain apps? Am I out of the loop?
Twitter like crazy, but I'm just like, listen, man. Welcome to the show with Jada. Listen, I'm gonna say this to whoever's at the 6, whoever's down with Drake, whoever's tuned in.
Khaled, I love you, my brother.
And I say this out of love.
Whoever think I don't love
Khaled, I love you, bro.
I love Drake too. And so I'm reaching out as the big brother saying, let's fix it. Let's get you guys to talk to each other like
thing I said.
And we all love each other.
That's all I said.
And so, you know, I'm gonna take that approach of the love. I'm extending my hand, my man Lover out there. Whoever's down with Drake, that be with him every day. Tell him Joe Crack, you know, sends that olive branch that made me.
Gucci.
Because it sounds to me like he loved Khaled and he felt like, you know,
like he turned his back on him in the midst of the war.
You know what's crazy is the reason I love Khaled is because he stood right next to me in wars. So God.
The reason you love Khaled is because he stood next to you in wars. But you can't understand why Drake got an issue with that nigga when the whole industry's trying to shoot his head off, call him all kind of PDF files, and his mans and them who are supposed to be his cheerleaders. I like what Drake like. Remember him? Quiet as a church mouse when everybody's shooting at the boy. And then as soon as the smoke clears, Drake's walking out in friggin' Australia with friggin' bullet smoke coming out of his back and shit. I got 2 Drakes. Fuck out of here, B. Take that shit back over to Fat Joe and friggin' go find Ace Hood, nigga. Go find Ace Hood and see what the fuck he's doing.
I caught him that we had real physical beef with. And he was like, fuck that. I'm down with the Don. And he risked himself a couple of times. He did that with Tony Yayo. He did that with a couple of other bum dudes. You know what I'm saying? So I love him because he is loyal. Let's try to fix it. Okay, Jada?
I like that approach.
That's a good approach.
Khaled, we love you. Drake, we love you.
Hip-hop.
Hip-hop, we love you.
We love hip-hop.
Do it for hip-hop, right? Do it for hip-hop. So, sorry, let's get my supper in. So, Maul, very closely associated to Drizzy Drake from the New Rory and Maul podcast, chimed in on this. He said he don't think Drake ever dissed Khaled. All right? He doesn't even understand why Jadakiss is even apologizing, because he doesn't think Drake even dissed him. All right? Let me see what y'all saying about this. Because we got the lyric right here. All right, let's get this off the screen. All right, and Khaled, you know what I mean? The beef was fully live, and you went halal and got on your deen. And the people are still waiting for a free Palestine, but apparently everything is in black, white, red, and green. Damn. I'm seeing everyone's true colors for real. I'm sensing a theme. Is this a diss? Let's see what Maul has to say.
light on something that Khaled has been hiding from for a long time.
What you hiding from?
People have been critiquing.
Yeah, that's the point. We calling you out. Calling somebody out is not disrespect.
But you wouldn't have done it if y'all was cool.
Exactly. That could be. You don't give a fuck about Palestine.
And you also
mentioned it before.
And you also would have not hit me up when I was going through what I was going through if we wasn't cool.
Oh, that's why I say he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong.
Right. So I'm just saying, where does disrespect come into play? Like that's all I'm saying. With Kiss saying he felt like he wanted to apologize because he heard Khaled got mad at him.
Kiss shouldn't have had to apologize.
Kiss ain't got to apologize for that.
Hold on, my bad, gang.
Man, like that's Drake didn't diss you. He just spoke about like how he felt about Khaled right now. Like, I'm not feeling you. I'm not feeling the way you move through that whole thing. But it doesn't mean he's disrespecting Khaled. That's my only thing I'm saying. Like, you can address somebody and something that somebody did and not be disrespecting them. I don't think that just because you address somebody and what they did means that you're disrespecting them. I just don't believe that.
What do you think of the
Drake is very calculated. At the end of the day, he knew how much flack Khaled got for that. It was brought up to point a finger of, oh yeah, you doing this. He knew Khaled was going to get even more flack for that. The Free Palestine shit don't have nothing to do with what Khaled did for Drake. You did that because you knew the repercussions of it. There was a reason that he did that.
Because rapper in the world highlighting
he's calling out.
He did that on purpose.
He's calling out Khaled's self-serving ways. That's what he did. How was that disrespectful? You're self-serving, bro. But how do I expect you to speak on my behalf and check on me when you won't even speak on your people's behalf?
Let me see what y'all are saying on the poll before I continue this tape here or this recording. I asked, did Drake really diss Khaled? 58% of y'all said yes, and only 42% of y'all are saying no. Not only. That's pretty close still.
That's not disrespectful.
Okay.
Look, I said the same thing on the podcast about Khaled in that regard.
Yeah, that's not disrespectful. Like
it's not disrespectful, but it can be considered a diss. If Khaled was a rapper and wanted to come back with a reply, nobody would look at Khaled like he was slow for that.
No,
or
people
like
would look at him like, yo, like you reaching. That don't warrant a response. Call that man. That's the type of response that warrants. Like, damn.
Fat Joe extended an olive branch to you.
To me.
He did.
I'm going to say whoever's down with Drake, I say this out of love. I'm reaching out as the big brother and say, let's fix it. I'm extending my hand to end this Drake and Khaled situation. You and Fat Joe can end it.
But there is no Drake and Khaled
all
situation.
Volume.
There is no Drake and Khaled situation, though. Drake just let it be known how he feels about the way Khaled moved through that whole thing.
Do you think they could ever be friends again?
Yeah, absolutely. That's because it's not disrespect. There's no disrespect. He's just letting it be known like, yo, you vanish. Usually you on my phone. Anytime you need something, you on my line.
I'm going to go with what I said the last time, and I'm going to say it again. Does he really need to be friends with Khaled? If you know that a nigga's low-key fake, you know all of these niggas fake. I don't know why it's even singling out Khaled. All or 95% of the industry niggas is fake. So he's one of them, right? But you guys have had some classics together, but over the years, they've been far and few in between. So if he's been self-serving towards you, then whatever, his usefulness towards you is also done. So we don't really need to have a DJ Khaled Drake reunion. To be honest, the only one who's going to benefit from this is Khaled. It's not going to give Drake more aura, more audience. It's going to go listen to a Drake song just because it says DJ Khaled in the beginning of the song before Drake starts rapping. Like, I could do with listening to the song without the shout out in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It makes no difference to me if Drake links back up with this guy. Actually, it does make a difference because I don't even want to hear the song with DJ Khaled. I might even just like do a split-second fast forward just so I don't have to hear his annoying voice before the rest of the song runs. And God forbid he starts getting in the hook and saying some shit. You know me the best, Drake. Turn that song off, right? It has to just be a very light sprinkling. Intro, maybe the outro. No, fade the song out after the song's done. Don't let him come back in and be like, we the best. Like, it's literally gives no use to the song. Doesn't make the song any better. You know what I'm saying? It's just adding an annoying voice to the song. We don't need him.
The moment I'm going through some shit and the world calling me some crazy, nasty shit, I don't hear from you, but then you pop out saying you got 2 Drake features?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Wow.
No, I agree.
Yeah, like
I completely
I'm just saying, where's the disrespect at? Like, I don't think that I think it's disrespectful what Khaled did if we want to talk about disrespect. I'm looking at you as a friend and I done did songs with you for however many years, got your albums lit.
Yeah.
And then I'm going through something and don't hear from you. I think that's disrespectful.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't think what Drake did and calling that out is disrespect. Nah, like, come on, man. We all men here. Like, it's okay to call shit out when your man they say, yo, that was whack. I don't like what you did. That's not if I do some whack shit and my man called me out on it, I don't look at my man like he disrespected me for that.
But okay. Right. I don't know what
Maul knows how to play manipulation. Okay. I feel like sometimes he's a little bit obtuse, respectfully, because his mission is defend Drake at all cost. Okay? 2 things could be true. Khaled could deserve everything that he's receiving as far as the cold shoulder from Drake and all that. And he could have dissed him on Iceman, bro. When we go back to these bars, if you're looking at it from a rap perspective, this looks like a diss. All right? And it's fine. Diss that man. Fuck him. Who cares? But to act like, yo, what do you mean he dissed him? That's not a diss. Is that a diss? Yes, it's a diss. Like, it's fine, Mo. Like, we get it. Like, you fuck with Drake, but it's a diss. It's not dissing Drake by saying that Drake dissed Khaled. Just admit it, bro. But Mo, this guy must have been on the debate team, bro. Just give the opposing view. Just stay on Drake's side no matter what. You're saying not a diss, he addressed it? But can't 2 things be true? I'm addressing you and I'm dissing you. Addressing you might be like, yo. Actually, the way he said is like, yo, you didn't ride. What's up with that? You know what I'm saying? But the way he said it is, when the beef was fully live, you went halal and got on your team. Is that a diss? I don't know. It just kind of feels like a diss. If I'm Khaled, I'm taking it as a diss. But I can understand why Maul is trying to just like hold on to that point for dear life. Like, what you mean? Voice getting loud and shit.
whether this is just the entertainment world, because I'm not a rapper, so I don't know. If I feel like somebody is my friend and they do some weird shit,
and you call them out on it, that's disrespectful?
The first time I address them or call them out on it won't be on a song. It'll be on their phone. Nah, nigga, you don't got no Drake features. You ain't fucking call me. I feel this way, this, and that. If that's really my man, not my industry friend, my man.
But clearly you're not really my man, because when I'm going through, you ain't hit my line.
If you didn't hit me, and then you post on your Instagram.
For sure.
No, I'm not calling
you. No way. I'm going to do exactly what I did.
But then you not my man.
I'm going to comment and say, must be Drake Bell, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Exactly.
Then you not my man. And that's just that.
No, that don't mean that. That don't mean that.
If somebody's my man's, the first time I address them, whether no matter how they address me, no matter how, because their character and how they move don't determine how the fuck I move. If you are really my man, the first time I address you was not going to be on a song. Them niggas is not really friends. The same way Khaled ain't really called him.
If you my man and I'm going through shit and you don't call me, but then you pop out on social media talking about you got two Drakes, I'm responding on social media to let the world know, no, you do not have
social media, fine. But the first time I'm not going to address you on a song.
Khaled said the word Drake after that whole thing was on Instagram.
Yeah, I know. They not friends. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Drake's wrong. I'm saying they're not friends.
Like, okay. Damaris is right. They're not friends. Because, to be honest, if he didn't even check on him behind the scenes, like, yo, you good, bro? I see a lot of people have been getting at you online with this whole Kendrick Lamar Drake beef shit. You all right? Like, how's your mental health, fam? Like, to be honest, I don't consider myself friends. I consider myself down from back in the days, but not like, I'm not, like, again, I'm not at the album release parties and shit. I even checked on that nigga, like, you good? I don't make money with that nigga, like millions of dollars, like how freaking Khaled and them niggas is making. you might want to check on that nigga. You all right? Especially if you have 2 songs in the vault that were already pre-recorded that you're going to be releasing in a few months. Even if it's from a selfish standpoint, like, yo, I might need that nigga later. Then check on him. All right? All right, let me read this. What are you saying over here? Calling out Palestine and not standing for his people. Funny part is Drake is a Jew. He is Jewish, but he's been also very heavy on his Free Palestine stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's been vocal about Free Palestine like a few times. Not like all the time. He's not like a political rapper type shit, but he's been vocal. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. What do y'all think about this? Let me know what y'all think in the comments below on the repost for this. Like, did Drake really diss Khaled? Can Khaled and Drake come to some kind of resolution? And do you even want these niggas to come to a resolution? Like, who the fuck cares if these guys link back up? Like, we ain't missing nothing. All right? Let me know in the comments below. I got a couple more topics before we get out of here. Okay, let me see what my time's at. Okay, not a super long live today. All right, I'm going to save the rest of my shit for tomorrow. And also, keep me posted on any topic that you want me to address for tomorrow's live, for the podcast that we got coming up this week. Let me go check on something quickly. Let's just go do a quick internet surf. Let me go check on the homie JD Era. Stove God Cook show is still coming up July 12th. All right. It's going to be over at the Phoenix Concert Hall or Concert Theater. That's 410 Sherburne Street in Toronto. That's Sunday, July 12th. Performances by JD Era, Taylor G, Ayo Biggs, Focus the Truth, Kofi's World, and Seiko. Music by DJ Law, and hosted by your boy Friday Ricky Dread. Let's go. Okay, big salute to Stove God Cooks. Big salute to Don Q, who's going to be the opening act right before Stove God Cooks. Check out the Don Q interview that's available on the channel right now. You know what I might try to do also? I'm going to see if I can get an interview going on with Stove God Cook when he's in town. Cooks when he's in town. All right. Before I continue also, I wanted to do a quick Torontology surf just to make sure I'm not missing anything that's trending right now. 10K Truth and Safe 2015. Let's just do a quick Torontology search. Rico Scarlet, what has been a reason HOC beef. Rico's homie Trey accidentally hit him with a shotty and started claiming his body back in 20. What the hell? These guys be in the mix. Dedicated Casper fan. I don't think anything crazy is going on over here on Torontology. They got Drake over there in Turks filming me. This guy can give a fuck about the Toronto baddies, baddest brown girls in the city. Just in case you wanted to know. Yeah, ain't shit going on over here on Torontology. They got PK Herx. PK Herx made the Torontology Reddit. All right, big salute. Got 12 upvotes. There you go. I'm not putting this on the screen because that looks like drama. Are people tired of the market now? Oh, let's hear this.
How on earth have you been fucking up the market? If I'm not mistaken, I swear the market's got an open time and a close time. So how on earth have you been fucking up the market since like September, bro? I don't want to hear the song anymore. It was good the first 5 times. Calm. We've dragged it all the way until June. Bro, please stop. Leave the market alone. Like
what?
Give the market a break, bro. Like at least give it a bottle of water. How many times are you gonna fuck the market?
Get a bottle of water. What you mean, my nigga?
if I'm not mistaken, I swear the market's got an open time and a close time. So how
that
on
facts?
earth have you been fucking up the market since like September, bro? I don't want to hear the song anymore. It was good the first 5 times. Calm. We've dragged it all the way into June. Bro, please.
When did it drop for real? Niggas, you hating, bro. Let's go check on the numbers. Sidetrack. Well, I ain't got a top. I have a topic that I'm gonna get to. 2 topics, but that just kind of took me for a loop. There's more clips of this interview that's out to this CBC interview. Okay, let's go to the music videos. It'll be his last 2 videos, right? Okay, so expensive. So right now, as of 6 months ago, it has 4.8 million views, which is amazing. Right? The remix a month ago has 640,000 views, which is great. But I don't think it's as good as this. And a lot of this came in prior to him being signed. He got signed, I think, in the last 3 months of this song being out. And then they just added, I think, some extra push to it. Not even, I think. They added a lot of extra push to it. And then they dropped this remix. Okay, so keep in mind, for the remix right here, this is also with the addition of YouTube, Google ads. Because no matter what, even if Casper doesn't do it himself, the record companies all do Google ads on all of their shit. It's not even Casper's fault. So maybe 100,000 of those views might be not botted views, but Google ads. Okay, let's go to Spotify. Let's pull up the player. Let's check on Casper, TNG, the market. Keep fucking up the market. I wonder how many playlists this is on, too.
Fucking up the market.
Not trying to get me a copyright. Just chill there, brother. Chill. Just chill. The market has 8 million listens on it. That's a lot. That's a lot. Song dropped in September. We're in June. What did man there say?
Please stop. Leave the market alone. Like, give the market a break, bro. Like, at least give it a bottle of water. How many times?
I think he might be hating. Right? Too many bitches I did not hit. Corny. Aw, come on. Niggas wasn't acting that way when the song first dropped. The energy was high. I think this is part of the problem with music releases in 2026 or in the 2020s. It's too much releases of tunes. Nobody gives the song a chance to breathe. Niggas is like, okay, enough already. Give it the bottle of water. Give it the bottle of water. It's like, bro. Mans used to be able to run I'm not asking for it to go back to the 90s, early 2000s, but mans used to be able to run a song for like a year. Like, damn, nigga.
If I'm not mistaken, I swear the market's got an open time and a close time. So how on earth have you been fucking up the market since like September, bro? I don't want to hear the song anymore. It was good the first 5 times. Calm. We've dragged it all the way until June. Bro, please stop. Leave the market alone. Like, give the market a break, bro. Like, at least give it a bottle of water. How many times are you gonna fuck the market?
Wow. I think that's some hate. That might be high-level hate, fam. Salute to Casper TNG, man. Don't let these guys try to...
The migrant invasion that's been happening in Europe for the last...
Because I know these niggas see everything. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these niggas get you off track. 3M French had bangers in Toronto. Let me see this.
Around this city and some holy. One day we're all gonna be all listening to this in the wave talking about, yo, 2016. Fam, this shit was hard, bro. 2013 to 2020 Toronto music was at its freaking peak. I don't care. Like, we went on some freaking waves, bro. Where is 3M French, bro? Like, seriously, like, where has that guy been, bro?
Yo, for real. Where has he been? That's kind of a... Listen, fam. I'm not trying to get into stir up no shit, but like a lot of these guys are getting older. They're kind of just like, I'm over it. I did what I did. I've reached to whatever level that I feel that I'm going to make it to. They don't feel like pushing anymore and saying, you know what, let me, risking my my privacy and freedom and all that just so I could get to another level. Like, yeah. A lot of niggas just say, fuck it, bro. Especially when they hit 30. They're like, I ain't trying to be no old ass rapper. You know what I'm saying? And that pride starts hitting them, even though like they're still on an incline. Like Casper, he caught this record deal, and now he's getting like to move around in freaking sprinters and all type of shit at 30, 31 years old. Sometimes it takes that long. The nigga's been at it since he was 15.
Oh, Frenchie, don't tell me you know about 3M French. Like, real shit. This one was like...
When's the last time 3M French dropped a music video? 3M French. I feel like he just dropped something not that long ago. A month ago. That's not him. A year ago. Holy shit. I'm trying to 181,000 views. Lamb Truck. Another year. That was still a year ago. 262,000 views. These are great views. It's not like his fan base is not still there. Old ass rappers, much more acceptable now versus 90s and 2000s. Facts. It's not only old rappers are not just getting into podcasting. Like, we've had multiple segments lately about Griselda or the beef that Griselda has. Like, when I go and make clips of those on the Clips channel, it goes crazy because people are very invested in what's going on with Westside Gun and Benny the Butcher and Conway. And these guys are not even near these guys' age. Mind you, 3M French has had his share of like legal battles and stuff like that. So it could be also a combination of that, where he was just like, man, I'm fucking over this shit. Every time I got to do this shit, I got to go through court cases. Like, look at it, 7 years ago, 5.3 million views. For T-Jin. T-Jin is another guy that I don't like getting into the polys because like certain mans don't like the shit being talked about, but they had issues with this T-Jin guy from what I remember. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, gang, or in the comments later on. Okay, so that was an issue. So he was probably like, fuck, bro. I'm on tracks with mans that I don't even fuck with anymore like that. 3M French and CP. And if I'm wrong about that, please let me know. Okay, 3M French and CP, 2.5 million views for Tell You. RIP Bully, 7 a.m. in London, 3.4 million views. Man's used to piss views, bro, just like nothing.
It's your boy 3M French. You guys go tune in, man. Check out the A.W.O.L X Toronto album, you know what I'm saying? I'm on it. You guys go tune in. It's your boy 3M French. You guys go tune in, man.
Look at his neck, bro. Chain swinging. Wow. Times done change. K-Slime, big salute to K-Slime, that's We Love Hip Hop alumni. And KS Band's track has been fully leaked on SoundCloud and YouTube. Let's hear a little bit of this. Holy. Sounds like a horror movie these guys are talking about. His arm got shot and his head got hit and then put his arm out of socket and punched him in the face with his own fist. It's like, oh shit. It just sounds like horrorcore on drill beats. I ain't mad at it, but like it sounds violent. Holy. What I will say is get this mixed, please. Hopefully this is just the rough copy, okay? Because it doesn't sound bad, right? It don't sound amazing, but it don't sound bad, right? Mix it down though. These niggas are not mixing down the tunes. I'm hearing bare beat, like their vocals fighting with the beat. Right? A little something for y'all. Who's the baddest Toronto influencer? All right. Who? I don't even know who these chicks are. All right. It's a discussion. There's 26 people in the comments. I don't know. I was waiting to see Chromas. I'm like, I don't know who these new things are. Yeah, Torontology ain't say shit. Bare misinformation. 19-year-old Nicole Bennett has been charged. Yeah, Torontology ain't say a damn thing right now. Salute to y'all over here, right? Salute to all the people on Torontology, but y'all ain't saying a damn thing. I ain't saying this. I'm saying less. So let me shut the fuck up. But go hit up our Reddit. We Love Hip Hop Canada. Be a contributor. And let me get to my next story. That's sad. Torontology used to always have some stories. It's not the Redditors themselves. It's the rap scene over here. I was gonna go. Let me be real. Let me keep it real. In the drain. Doodoo Brown. I want to get to Jim Jones versus Cameron. Okay. Cameron has recently responded to Jim Jones, asking him to get into the Verzuz ring and battle him. Okay. No violence. Let's just get on the stage, song for song, 20 tracks, see who really popping out here. Okay. We can get into a conversation about it. I'll show you guys the post of what Jim Jones said, because this is a while back where Jim Jones initially made the challenge. And he said, tell your mans I want to do a versus against him since he made us lose our last versus at the Apollo. Y'all call Swiss, laugh out loud. Happy Memorial Day. So this is way back. This is like the 25th. Okay, well, not way back, like about a week or so ago. I'm gonna play Cameron's response, and then I'm gonna ask you guys in a poll who y'all got in a versus between Jim Jones and Killer. So Cameron got on the show, talk with Flea, and this is what he said.
What did they say? Yo, speaking about you said that you going outside. I was talking to I got a partner in Harlem. His name is Chris. He said you and Jim was doing the verses. I'm like I ain't hear nothing about that one. I mean, you doing the verses, fam?
My
bad.
Nigga said my bad. Yo, Cam's a piece of shit.
I'm just saying.
I didn't see.
My nigga Chris hit me and said, "Yo," he said, "I'm in Harlem," and he said that you and Jim was.
I didn't even talk about this last week because this to me it doesn't really make sense to talk about. It doesn't make sense to talk about. This is what I will say about that though, Larry. Is like, I think that the nigga. First of all, I want to apologize to Jomo, yo. I also want to apologize because he used to go to school on Saturdays. I used to be like, get the fuck out of there, man. You come back here and we trying to put this rap shit together, man. That's it. Just worked every time. I worked with my dead mother. And I brought him into the life I wanted to lead. He was going to school. He probably have a great job, everything
Hold on. What the fuck does this got to do with the verses, Cam? Why are we taking a long route? Like, are you going to get on stage in front of that man when he goes bowling or not, bro? That is the question that we're asking.
But I was like, nah, we gotta get this rap shit off the ground. So the life he lived now, I feel kind of responsible for it. And I don't know if it's a happy life or not. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I feel like this whole shit is my fault. So I want to say sorry about that. I should have probably let him keep going to school on Saturdays. He was, because he's a smart kid, Cardinal Hayes. He's going to BMCC on Saturdays. I'm like, fuck school, nigga. Fuck this school shit you trying to do, nigga. We trying to put this rap shit together, man. Fuck all that. So I feel kind of responsible. But I think to answer your question, like real quick, right? My opinion is this, right? And I'm just gonna say some things. I think that Jomo is really good at saying shit to rile people up. Not just people. You said your man. I know Chris too. Chris, you introduced me to him. I think he's really good at riling people up in the tri-state area about nonsense, and that the people he's talking to or about don't really give a fuck what he's talking about, to be totally honest with you. Just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it was like last year, he said he had more #1 hits than Nas.
Wow. So you're just gonna drag Jimmy instead of just answering the question, fam.
Right.
And niggas was like, yo, he might. Jim been out here working. That nigga working. Then you go check and you be like, what the fuck is niggas talking about? Nigga don't got no #1 hits than Nas, nigga. Then the nigga should move the goalposts and be like, oh, nah, I meant the culture. I'm out here doing the culture. I'm shifting. I'm still working. That ain't what you said, nigga. You said you had more #1 hits than Nas. You moving the goalposts. So I think he's really excellent at getting his algorithm popping and saying shit like that.
Get that algorithm.
But as far as the verses, no, I'm not doing the verses. Man.
No?
It just, to me, it didn't make sense to do it. But when I did see it, because people send it to me, like, I don't be seeing shit like, I still follow Jomo on the gram, but I don't really, he don't pop in my algorithm, so niggas be sending me shit. Sometimes.
Yo, call him Jim, fam. What? I know that's his childhood name that y'all used to call him, but like, bro, easy on him, fam. Like, Jim just trying to Jim want to be down again, fam. Y'all don't remember when Jim went on Hot 97 and he was crying? Like, Jim really, really, really loves Cam, bro. Like, what? That's why he says stupid shit. Okay? Jim Jones. Hold on. Jim Jones crying interview. See? Look, SEO strong with it. Look at his face, fam. Look at his face. Not once, more than once. There's different clothes, fam. Damn, bro.
This is gonna be the last time I address this.
No. I want to see the clip. Yeah, Hot 97. Let's do that. Okay, poor Jimmy, man. Where's the thumbnail, bro? Poor Jim.
These clowns and all these but boy, if you really get to live this last 20 years that I lived, you would understand.
The tears are busting. They're not even on one quick crocodile tear. Like, why you guys do this to Jim?
Boy, I put everything on the line for this. And I took it with a smile.
We love
When
hip-hop.
niggas doubted me, niggas down me. When I was on trial and niggas told me I need to take the plea. Take what plea? We don't take plea.
Spit coming out of his mouth and shit.
Please, nigga. You heard, by the grace of God, the trial gets dismissed because they couldn't find enough evidence of a shootout that happened or uptown over Cameron.
That sounds like snitching. Holy fuck.
You heard? I went to trial over shit like that. I went to court over shit like that. Every time you see me in the news, it was over diplomats.
Cam.
I tell niggas, not just him, anything to be negative sometimes, I'll be like, yo, don't be sending me shit. It don't even make sense. You know what I'm doing. You think I got time for this shit? It don't make sense. So when niggas sent it to me, they sent me a clip when he's like, yo, Cam made us lose the verses because he forgot his freestyle. And I'm like,
what?
I didn't forget my freestyle. It was just too late for the freestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so when you think about the verses, right? Just comparing it to a basketball game. It's like you down 50 points with 30 seconds left and you get a fast break and you try to do the 360 windmill through the leg dunk.
Yeah.
it's corny by then. You lost by 48. you still lost by 48. It don't matter if that dunk was worth 10 points. It would have been lost by 40. So it wasn't that I forgot it. It was just we got our ass kicked so bad that it didn't make sense to do. Niggas was born when I was even about to start, before I even started the rhyme. So it wasn't I forgot freestyle. Then when I was thinking, I'm like, you thought that freestyle was gonna make us win the Verzuz? That wasn't gonna make us win. We picked the wrong songs. The Locks was a better unit, and that was just that. You know, when we was putting the songs together, I remember, and this is one of my songs, I'm not dissing it, shout to my brother, Uncasa and Shice Bar, but Jim on the...
Hold on. I'm not even trying to stretch out the segment or anything like that. Pause. I'm just trying to get the whole picture. 10 days ago. Oh. Jim Jones reveals why what really lost Dipset the Verzuz.
But I love a lot of people from afar. You dig?
Yeah. Now this morning, you mentioned something that would be epic. A Verzuz.
Big salute to Dan's a
Yeah,
project.
I mean, niggas don't want to get in there.
You don't want
Verzuz,
that
I think it'd be
smoke, Jimmy?
suffice.
Yeah.
I think it'd be suffice. I mean,
but if you
Get
did
'em in,
that,
get 'em in.
if you did that, does it end up like a Gucci Jeezy situation where you could call it like let the cards play out? Let me show you what I got. Show me what you got, and then it's cool. Fuck it.
I mean, it's a Verzuz. So I'm not telling you.
Jim Jones like the freaking Stevie Wonder of rap. You just be doing this shit all the time.
This is just a Verzuz. You better, if it was to go down, niggas better come with their best shit.
Yeah,
they best 20.
Nigga better put on a show.
It's gonna be wild though, because you'd want to hear some of the records and be like, oh, you know, his verse is on that or his verse. Y'all got some shit.
Nah, I got my own records. I never perform none of their records, but they always perform my records at their shows.
Yeah.
I never perform these records. You heard?
That's key right there.
That's the talk right
there. Yeah.
I hardly perform Diddle.
He said he'll never perform their records. He got his own shit. Fuck Cam Records. I don't need that feature on there. I got records. Y'all niggas didn't hear. Yo, Jim do got records. I'm not even clowning. It is the latter part of his career, his albums got better and better. Does he have hits off of them? Not really, but the albums, fire. Even better than Cameron's latter albums.
My records. I perform all my records at my shows. You heard? I don't perform nobody else's records. You heard? And even though Max B records are my records, I don't even perform those records that I own on my shows. I might do G's Up, Hoes Down. Might be the only one.
You don't perform any of like the Hustler Poem records?
I perform the records that I have on my own. Like I have albums with
Okay. Those are the ones you perform.
I perform the records I like to perform.
Yeah.
You heard? Like I have an extensive catalog with people feel to realize like I got
We need a you heard count in the corner for Jim Jones.
a lot of records. I've been doing this for a long time. Not to mention a shitload of features that I could start backing out, all type of shit. So I mean, Verzuz would be fun.
It will be fun.
And Apollo would definitely be fun. Cause then I know that the true critics will be there.
Yeah.
You heard?
That is true.
You
I know the streets of Harlem gonna show up.
Yeah.
And they all got their favorites. And they all got their favorite
They all
records.
go pick a side.
You heard?
You
It's
heard?
not really gonna be a side. It's gonna be just going. I don't know if Harlem picks sides like that. You dig? I think they wish that everybody else. Like, you know, like man, you can figure that shit out. But I do think that should be dope. You heard?
Yeah, that shit would
I'm about at 4 you heards already in a short space of time.
definitely be something that would
Nobody
demand
got
a
to be on
heavy.
one accord to do a Verzuz because
Right.
you heard.
That would definitely demand a major bag.
I mean,
that would be one of them ones that you would think.
It'd
like,
definitely be a dope Verzuz.
Yeah.
Apollo might be too small for it, but
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, because we could get that. That might be.
Okay, slow down, Jim. Apollo might be too small for this. I'm not trying to diss the Mandem, but Mandem are getting a little old now. I think the Apollo is pretty much a good size for this. All right, let's get it done. Get it out the way. We don't need to freaking, get the traffic all fucked up for the Dipset versus, Jim Jones versus Cam. Okay, it doesn't have to be like a FIFA type of thing. Like, get the Apollo Theater. What's the other SOBs over there in New York? And get it popping.
Be some New York Knicks finals type of vibe outside.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know what I mean? That'll be
I'm
loud
with
and
it.
active outside.
You want
That'd be a
Madison
great
Square
time.
Garden?
I got some records. I got some records.
What you want to do at the Barclay?
Yeah, even
Got
the
some
new
records.
joints.
Yeah, we
Got
were
some
going.
new-
We
I
were
got
going
some
through the
new records.
catalog before you got
I
here.
just,
We were
I just went
picking-
gold a couple years ago. I got some records.
Yeah, no, we know that.
I'm still in a loop ski a little bit out here. You heard?
Do you, as a fan, I always got to preface it with that.
They might could get that off at a Harlem block party still. I'm playing. Them mans have hits. Plaques.
To do the song Purple City Bird Gang. And Jewels was like, no, don't put that on the list. He's like, wait, that's going to ring off, nigga. And I remember he finished performing and Jadakiss said, what is that? No disrespect. You go look at it.
I was totally wrong too. I was wrong too. I thought people knew too. I did.
Yo, the whole watch was like, okay.
Are we the only ones or am I the only one? I can't speak for we. Am I the only one? Y'all know that Purple City Bird Gang. And that Purple City Bird Gang. That was the joint. If they placed it in the right order or against the right song, that could have been a point. Purple City Bird Gang, that doesn't come out in the verses, fam. Purple City Bird Gang was a track.
Hey, I don't know what the fuck that was. Jewels was looking like I told niggas. Don't do it. And no disrespect to Shay Son, because I like that song. I'm just telling you, we just didn't pick the right song. So that was my initial
I'm gassing. It wasn't the right song.
thought when I seen that. And then my next thought was like, ain't it a holiday? What is it? Because when niggas sent it to me, I didn't even look at it that day. I'm like, I read it for a second. I'm like, yo, it's the holiday. I'm with my bitch, and my bitch got bitches. And we barbecue, and we on the boat. We in jacuzzi on the boat. It's the holiday, nigga. You wait, it's a holiday. This what nigga wake up on a holiday thinking?
Thinking about you, bro.
I'm like, yo, my nigga, this like wild on a holiday. So
pause.
When I got a chance to get home and process it, I'm like, yeah, you ain't just wake up and think about this. How many days and weeks and months have just been going through? You just don't wake up and think about this.
Right.
And I started to get scared. I said, damn, this is stalker mentality activity right here. Like, yo, my nigga, what are you waking up on a holiday?
You see, this is what I don't like about Cam, though. I fuck with Cam because he's funny, right? But all of this is avoidance from the actual real topic. Would you get in front of Jimmy and get this versus going on? No violence. I put up a poll. I said, who's winning the verses? Y'all are, oh my God. Right now it's like Cam by a landslide. But the way that you're talking, like you're just not even giving Jim the respect, like as if it's not even worth it, fam. Nah, bro. You're on these you both are on these podcast microphones. So y'all do that well. Okay, we got that. Niggas is asking for music, competition. There's probably a big bag involved. Y'all niggas will probably get at least 100 racks each to go do that. Especially if you're talking about, oh, we could get a bigger venue, right? At least 50 racks each niggas is getting for the night. Go do that. Holler at Swiss and Tim. Swiss and Timbo will give you at least 80 racks to go do that shit. And you're not doing that shit, you're playing, bro.
Hey, you know, Memorial Day is supposed to be one of them when the summer supposed to break.
Right.
You're supposed to
Don't talk around that nigga.
Nigga,
don't talk around that nigga. Talk to that nigga.
That's what you wake up on a Memorial Day. I said, all right, cool. That was the first thing I thought. The next thing I thought about. And then I was sitting there saying, you know, I said, let me do the homework. The verses was 5 years ago. So I'm sitting there saying to myself, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2021. I said, God damn, that shit traumatized the nigga. Nigga thinking about this for 5 years. This is half a decade. Like, let's put this into perspective, right? If somebody's 13 years old, they're an adult at this time. if you're 16, you could drink legally and show your ID. This is the time that this is what you wake up thinking about. I'm like, yo, but you know what happened, to be honest with you? It wasn't a bad night for niggas. It was a bad 2 weeks. See, when that shit was over, Larry, I went and did a TV show on ABC with Brandy and Eve and Disney as well back then. So I had other shit to do. You know what happened? I have my own dressing room. I'm not bragging about it, but all them niggas was in one dressing room. And everybody caught COVID. So niggas lost the verses and then caught COVID. So niggas was mentally and physically sick for 2 weeks. Right. Imagine losing the verses.
Yo, Cam is an asshole, bro. He had his own dressing room and all the rest of the Bird Gang, Purple City Bird Gang, Dipset, they all walked out with the vid. Wow. And you're laughing about it? Look at his face. Yo, Cam is yo, I fuck with it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm an asshole too, man. But, bro, our ops be hurting, fam. That's crazy.
So then get COVID. So this is what I'm saying. Like, it's probably stamped in niggas' brain. Like, nah, niggas fucked my shit up for 2 weeks, man. That's how I looked at it. I was like, damn, man. Well, glad I wasn't in the room. No disrespect, because it wasn't just Jomo. A lot of niggas caught COVID. Niggas was in the room coughing and shit. I realized this was during the pandemic. Niggas got sick. Thank God everybody's ended up being healthy and shit. But this just stick with niggas. It's a mental scar. So I said, damn.
They said they have COVID fog.
That's crazy. That was another thought. Then the next thought I had was, I said, okay, so cool. I read it that night. Then the next day I woke up. I said, let me pay attention to what he said, right? So it says this, right? It says, yo, since, and pardon me, I'm paraphrasing. Since your man made us lose the verses, let's do it at the Apollo and see who better, da. Yo, somebody hit up Swiss and tell him that. As soon as he said that, I just threw my phone. I said, forget it. Just forget the whole shit, bro. Forget it. Because niggas still don't get it. Not that I'm doing the verses, I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying, but niggas still don't get it. And then niggas wonder why I walked away with so much money from the verses. I ain't give a fuck. I ain't like a fat cat after verses. Not saying I would ever want to lose, but I won. You know, to me, I won financially and business-wise. Of course, the locks won, absolutely. But when I read it, I said, look, let's do this, right? Like, somebody hit up Swiss. And no disrespect to Swiss, but why the fuck would we call Swiss to go to the Apollo? What the fuck is we? Yo,
See, I don't know the whole
you got a point still.
history. I know a little bit, but that's crazy.
Yo, I'm just telling you. Why the fuck would we call Swiss to go to Apollo? My man worked everything. I love my man threw a baby shower in the Apollo. We can rent the Apollo out. My man threw out his baby shower in the Apollo.
Every time I think you about to be serious, yo, you start playing.
You think I'm playing? I swear
I'm sitting here listening.
Yeah, I'm saying, I swear that.
Yo, Cam is a fucking fool.
I love my man threw his baby shower in the Apollo. What the fuck is we calling Swiss to go to the Apollo for? I just threw the phone. Said, fuck it. Call Swiss to go to Apollo, right? Look, bro, let me give you another business lesson, right?
Okay.
To rent Madison Square Garden out with low security is $50,000. Like when we did that Kif freestyle commercial with me, Jomo, and Jewels.
Yeah.
You know, my man Ronnie from Kif rented out. He told me, he's like, you get this, he's in the arena where the Knicks play, not the little shit. $50,000 with low security.
Yeah.
So let's just use that price for the Apollo, right? I haven't been to Apollo and priced it out in a while. They've renovated it, actually. Let's just use $50,000, right, to rent the Apollo. Okay,
$15,000, that's it?
$1,000, let's rent the Apollo. You want to do a versus? Cool. Let's say the average ticket price, let's do average ticket price, $75. The Apollo holds about, if I'm not mistaken, it's 1,500 seats in the Apollo. Or before, they're renovating now, I'm not sure.
That's it?
So it's 1,500 seats in the Apollo, right? You getting the calculator out?
I'm getting
Get the calculator out. I can do the math in my head.
Yeah, let me see.
All right.
So how
hold on. Don't say that. I'm going to let them know.
All right.
Because So let's do a low number.
Yeah.
Let's say, no matter of fact, keep it at 75, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do the exact number.
All right, so
So I can
50,
learn.
1,500 seats, and the average ticket price is $75. It's a little over 112,000. What's the exact number?
112,500.
112.
That's a 10x.
500.
Yeah. What the fuck is you talking about? They get mad at me because I'm a mathematician. So right there off the back, you up 60,000. You up 62,000 before it start, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Next thing you do, you go to streaming, right? You say, yo, let's hit Twitch up, let's hit TikTok up, let's hit Snapchat up, let's hit Facebook up. Me personally, because I got a relationship, I say Amazon Prime. Let's go to Prime.
Right.
Prime is the niggas that did the pop-up for Kendrick Lamar.
This nigga's dropping some game. Pay attention.
You see, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
We sit there and say, yo, look, we got this cultural thing, you know, da-da-da. And I'm giving a low ball number. I hit the nigga up. They came the best we could do. I'm giving low ball numbers, pause. Would $1 million work?
Would $1 million work?
Plus $1 million.
Huh?
Would $1 million work? So that's another 500,000 for you there, Jimmy.
Plus $1 million, plus 120.
Low ball number. I'm saying, I'm telling you how the conversation works. They come to me $1 million. I'm like, we can't do 2. Let me get back. I got 1.3. I get, fuck it, give me the 1.3. So now we'll stream it for 1.3. Now I'll go to my partners. Yo, I ain't gonna tell you I ain't gonna tell who I work with.
Right.
Yo, go get me Target. Go get me McDonald's. Go get me fucking Pepsi. Go get me Kentucky Fried Chicken. Go get me this. 50,000, 60,000, 200,000, 500,000.
Oh
We'll
my
actually
God.
be looking like a commercial up there. We'll get another 1.5 million in sponsorship.
Yeah.
So now we looking at over $3 million before it start. You want to call Swiss to give you $12,000?
My God, duh.
Oh my God. Yo, just get back with Cam, bro. Jimmy, it's fine, bro. Swallow that pride. Pause. And just get back with the set, bro. You guys have said a lot of wild shit to each other, but I don't think anything has gone past the point of return. No blood has been shed. Nobody's put hands on each other in any type of way. I don't even think there's any, as far as in front of the scenes. Behind the scenes, I don't know. But in front of the scenes, nothing has gotten violent between you guys internally, right? Like, it can be fixed. This is one of those ones. It's not like with the Khaled story. It was like where I was like, fuck Khaled. We don't need him. Y'all need each other. Even Cam, like, yo, I'm getting all this money. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy's trying to freaking pay rent. He's getting kicked out of venues and shit, out of places to film his podcast. Bruh, same way, working with Jimmy will probably make Cam more money. Look what happened when he started working with one of his ops that he had for over a decade. Okay? He wasn't fucking with Mace for a long time. And they were on Mace's head top. Every Dipset mixtape. They were taking jabs at this nigga. There were songs about him. They were going crazy until Mace finally responded with his songs and Mace started going at them. So a lot of shit has been happening. And this is over maybe a 10-year space of time where Cameron and Mace were not getting along. And they were in, as far as crews, if you're going to count like Children of the Corn or whatever from back in the days, I don't even think Mace was part of that crew. Just Cameron and Mace as them together doing whatever they were doing when they first got signed. Like, that doesn't equate anything close to the closeness of Dipset touring with freaking Jimmy and Jewels, signing deals, going against the other teams. Like, there's no way that you and Mace are closer than you and Jimmy. I'm just talking from the outside, so who knows? But from watching from the outside, I think it could be resolved. That's all I'm saying. All right. So salute to both parties. Salute to Cam. Salute to Jimmy. hopefully we can see y'all back together on the stage. And you know what? If not, hopefully we can see y'all on the stage doing a versus. Let me see what y'all are saying in the polls. But yeah, salute to both parties. What are y'all saying over here? Who's winning the versus? Yeah, still 88% Cam, 12% Jim. Wow. Landslide. Okay. I got one more topic I want to get to, and y'all let me know if you have any topics that you want me to get to tomorrow. I'm going to probably do an early live tomorrow. I got some interviews and things to do in the evening or in the afternoon, late afternoon. So I might try to get the live in early. If not, it's going to be a late night live, but I'm not going to break the streak. Okay. We're on day 18 of 30. Air horns. Bishnoi Gang. Okay, we spoke about this a few lives ago. There was a top boss or a suspected top boss of the Bishnoi Gang that was murked or unalived in BC. Okay, I think it was more specifically Surrey. And more information has come out about this individual and about his connections to the Bishnoi Gang. Okay, I pulled up a report courtesy of CBC News, obviously. And I've been covering this extensively. So I'm going to play this clip first and then I'll give my reaction.
I want to bring you a CBC News exclusive. New information about a shocking killing in Surrey, BC in early May. Police have not identified the victim, but an investigation by the Fifth Estate can reveal that he is alleged to be a high-level member of the Bishnoi Gang in Canada, one the Canadian government appears to have been aware of. Fifth Estate co-host Steve D'Souza with us now. And Steve, take us through this shooting.
So this shooting happened back on May 4th, and it was in an office complex in Surrey. Happened in broad daylight in the middle of the afternoon, around 3 o'clock. Sources tell us that two gunmen casually walked in to this office building, went up to a second floor office, and shot and killed a man who was working there. And as you said, police have not revealed his identity. After the shooting, there was really no information about suspects, nothing that you would expect police to reveal after such a gruesome killing. But what we've learned is the name of the victim. His name is Gurvikramjit Singh Waring. Now, this was a challenge, even just getting a photo of him, because up until this point, we...
Now, just quickly, before we continue this news story, last time we checked on the story here, they didn't have the name of the guy. We had to go and do a quick little Reddit search or search on other places, but his picture wasn't like so available. So now they're getting more information.
Only knew that there was a figure lurking in the background of our investigation we'd been doing separately into cricket corruption, a mysterious figure named Sam. And so that's one of his aliases, Sam Canada. He was also known as Satvir Singh Waring. But in death, there was two different photos of him with two different names circulating in the community. But shortly after his shooting, a social media post appeared, and this was posted by a man named reportedly by a man named Rohit Godara, who belongs to a rival faction of the Bishnoi Gang. Of course, the Bishnoi Gang, a terrorist entity in Canada. But
yo, this guy right here, if you see this guy downtown walking, bro, walk across the other side of the street. You might not even. You're just gonna be like, yo, who's this little Indian? You, whatever, haha. Yeah, he shoots you right in the face.
He claimed credit for the killing, saying that the man known as Sam Canada was a main handler for Bishnoi in Canada, that he was involved in cricket, in match fixing, and so that they essentially took him out. And so we spoke to one expert in the Bishnoi Gang who says that there is this battle going on between these factions, and it appears that Sam was a victim of that. But what's interesting is that police have said that the victim, who they haven't identified, but we have, was not known to police, was not not facing any extortion threats. But that's because we've heard from people in the community that Waring was making threats allegedly against people in the community, and because he was a part of the Bishnoi Gang. And so people in the community are wondering if
he was extorting people.
We've given information to the police about this individual. Why wasn't anything done about it?
It is amazing the tentacles of the Bishnoi Gang here, which gang almost makes the entity, this organized criminal entity, sound smaller than it is. It is big. But let's go to this individual, Sam Canada, one of the names.
Okay, and just so I can understand, right? This guy is involved in cricket fixing. The cricket world is that big that the fixing of it is probably worth millions of dollars. This is an international sport, fam.
names he was known by. What have you learned about him?
So there was a lot of mystery, a lot of intrigue about who he is and what he was doing in the community. In the office building where he was killed, it appears he was running a business, from what people tell us, getting students loans from the provincial government, but we weren't able to find any businesses registered to him that were doing that. We did find a business registered that appeared to be a farm business, a business that did bring in temporary foreign workers over a number of years, but one that the government realized that during inspections didn't actually have a farm, and he wasn't actually doing the work that he was bringing in these workers for. That business was fined and subsequently shut down. We do know that this man known as Sam came to Canada in 2013 himself as a foreign worker.
16 years.
And what's interesting is that there was a list put out by the Indian government in 2023 where one of his aliases showed up, and it was a list of alleged Punjabi gangsters abroad. And there were 7 of them apparently hiding in Canada. He was on that list of one of them. We reached out to the government to get some questions about this. We also asked people in the community, and we spoke with a radio host, a former MP and former MLA named Ginny Sims, who's been talking to a lot of people in the community who are rightfully scared after this murder. And we asked her what she thought about the fact that his name does appear on this government list put out by the Indian government. Take a listen to what she had to say.
Number one, how did he get into this country if he was already wanted in the other country?
Okay, I think we've seen this in the other video.
What you said and what I've heard in the community. Then the question is, where did our system fail?
As I mentioned, we did reach out to the RCMP, to the Justice Department of Canada to get any information about whether India did put out a request for extradition, if law enforcement was aware of this individual. We were not able to get a definitive answer from the RCMP or the federal government. Basically, they said they can't comment on this. So we still don't have exactly an answer as to whether he was on the government's radar. But as you heard from Ginny Sims, it does raise a lot of serious questions about somebody who apparently was quite high in the Bishnoi organization.
Well, from their saying, this guy's been around since 2013, right? I don't know how high in the gang he was by 2013. I have received a little bit of information, BTS, that, you know, as far as this guy being around for a while, but somebody who I should look up is somebody by the name of Arsh Dalla. So let me look this up here. Arsh Dalla. Oh, this guy's name has got bare SEO. Look at this guy. Back out of hibernation in Canada. Why Arsh Dalla's issues with arch rival Goldar LB. Is this in English? No, hold on. Let me see if I could find something in English. Let me see if I could find a news story. Whoa. This is the nigga to look out for. Holy. I'm getting too deep into the wormhole right now. My heart's beating. Like Jadakiss said, my blood pressure is building. I'm trying to find something in English. A lot of this stuff is older. Hold on. Let me go do some. Before I go through any of these things over here. Oh, my Lord. Commonly known as okay, so Arshdeep Singh Gill, commonly known as Arsh Dalla, is a designated terrorist and de facto chief of Khalistan Tiger Force (KTF). Oh my gosh! Wanted in India and over 50 for over 50 counts of bomb clot, murder, extortion, and terror financing and all type of horror. Originally from Punjab, he relocated in Canada. And is a primary subject of ongoing extradition efforts by the Indian government. Wow. Okay, let me let that breathe for a second. Our country is full of like, I don't want to use the T word, but yeah, the T word. You know what I'm saying? Yikes. What's this?
A very warm welcome. You're watching CNN News 18. I'm Akanksha Swaroop. Let's dive into this segment with breaking inputs coming in from Canada. In fact, this is a CNN News 18 exclusive. Inputs brought in by Minister Manoj Kumar Gupta. In fact, we are learning that pro-Khalistan extremist and gangster Arsh has been granted bail on a surety bond of $30,000. Arsh, remember, was arrested in October in connection with a shooting incident in Ontario in Canada. Now we're learning that Arsh has been charged with illegal possession of arms and tampering of evidence with the latest.
Okay, how long ago is this? So he got a $30,000 bond back a year ago. Yo, our country is so soft. 30 racks? This guy probably pissed 30 racks, bro. 30 racks, nothing. And, you know, we have to have a surety, so you don't have to have $30,000. You just have to have somebody who has 10% of that in their bank account for the last 3 months. Baby food. Let him out.
That we can tell you right now is that Dalla has been granted bail. Let's quickly go across to Siddhant Mishra, who will be sharing more details with us. Siddhant, of course, a bail that was expected to happen anytime.
Well, that's right, Akanksha. In fact, Arsh Dalla is somebody.
Keep in mind, in America right now, Chud the Builder, and I'm not saying, oh, give him less bail, you know, lower his bail money. Chud the Builder, the internet influencer, piece of shit, racist loser, okay, has a $1.2 million bail that I think they reduced it to $1 million. They're letting what they call on Google terrorists out for 30 racks.
Who is on Indian agencies' radar, and in fact, Akanksha, Indian agencies informed the Canadian side about his presence on the Canadian soil for the first time. And in fact, there was a special request which was made under the existing treaty between the two countries to share the details regarding Arsh Dalla. In fact, Indian side did inform the Canadian side about his whereabouts, locations, etc., etc. And in fact, I think 2 weeks back, we got this confirmation that he has been taken into custody. And there were multiple reports followed by that he was not being, the media wasn't allowed inside the courtroom to report on the court proceedings. You know, we got to hear that also. Now, Manoj Gupta is telling us.
I got you, Carol. I got you.
That he is out on bail. There is a surety bond of $30,000 that he has.
They put shitty bond. Surety. They put shitty on the goddamn YouTube screen. Surety. You can't understand what the man's saying? What's wrong with you, Google?
Now, who has arranged this money for Arsh Dalla? We don't know. Which all forces in Canada is helping them with such a large chunk of money? We really don't know. And in fact, there's a charge sheet which has been filed against him. Arsh Dalla and others were also taken into custody under various counts of illegal possession to tampering of evidence. There were serious charges which were pressed against him.
Sorry, I got to take the subtitles off the screen because the Google AI is getting it so wrong that it's fucking me up.
And Indian side wanted to extradite him. And in fact, there was a statement also which came from the Indian side. Now we are getting to know that he's out on bail, so the extradition thing will not happen. And in fact, the top sources in government of India is telling Manoj Gupta that Arsh Dalla gets bail, perhaps non-cooperation to the Indian side's request. And in fact, this is surprising.
Yeah, he's not going to just go to India and just give himself up. Sorry.
Also, because there was no chance which was given to the Indian side to question him also. Usually, you know, that's the setup.
Yeah, that's not happening. I'm confused. Are we talking about the same guy? Because they let him out in Canada, right? Oh, Canada, 30 racks. I gotta double check this. Are we talking about the same guy? It was on this tab I was at, right? Yeah, 50 counts of murder, extortion, and terror financing. 30 racks? Yo, the fix is in, fam. So apparently this is the guy really, You know what I'm saying? I know they did the news story, or I just showed you guys the news story on this guy. He might be a top ranking guy, maybe. He might have a lot of influence. This
I want to bring you on CBC News.
Was a main handler for Bishnoi.
Let me see if I can find this picture here. Like, okay, yeah, you know, you're fixing bets or whatever, but this is the motherfucker you need to look out for. Yo, our government is trash. You know what? Okay, and listen, I'm just getting some intel. Like, obviously, I can't reveal my sources, but apparently, this gentleman, and maybe this gives more information over here. Recent legal status following a shooting incident in Milton, Ontario. So the man was just here. Okay, so this is the stuff from last year that I just showed you. Okay, he was later granted bail by the court, so they didn't know who he was, basically. Okay, and this is an example. And I asked in a poll. Let me check on the poll because this might help to really enforce you guys' decision here. Can the Canadian government be blamed for the Bishnoi Gang violence? 71% of y'all are saying yes, and 29% of y'all are saying no, which is crazy. Okay, and I haven't even gotten to like the meat and potatoes yet. Pause. All right, this motherfucker got shot over here in Milton, October 28th. That's when they found out that he's a guy, that he's a geyser. He's what, fam, I just looked up his statistics, bro. His shit is like, you know, S-tier criminal. You know what I'm saying? He got a 50-pack, alleged. Okay, they still got to, they still have to actually charge him for this shit. All right, and actually like see if they can get a conviction. But they're saying that he got like 50 chapeaus, 50 hats, right? This is the same guy that they had to catch in Milton, Ontario after he got shot. And then they were like, from, I guess, through Interpol or whatever, oh, you're a geyser, $30,000 bail. And the government is not mixed up in this shit. Like, yo, just make his bail 30, fam. Just make it. Fam, I know gangster like little Ray, friggin' Scarborough Regent Park or friggin' wherever hood that got like a little friggin', I don't know, I got caught with a Cuban and a friggin' couple of ounces of weed that got bailed that is close to that. Oh, they caught me with the strap. 30 racks? I'm not saying like, okay, I'm saying make it higher. Like if you guys have a real justice system, like it's not working, fam. Trust me. Ooh. Okay. This and listen, again, I'm not gonna end the segment here because like I feel like I'm going way deep into this wormhole over here. Like because these videos, I can't understand everything that's happening in these videos, obviously, right? Like a lot of these videos, if you look up Homeboy, it's all in Punjabi, right? Hold on. Like interviews and shit like that. All right. Is this in English?
दोस्तों हाजिर हूं एक और रिपोर्ट लेकर
चैनल Bro, there's a whole bunch of shit that's happening that we don't understand everything because we don't understand the words that are being said in these news stories. Okay, but right, and let me just give y'all just a little bit of information on some of these guys, right? They call out the anything in the Senate. So Okay. I think that's yeah. Okay. I think that's enough info from behind the scenes. Whole lore lost in translation. Yes, that's what it is. The whole lore is lost in translation. Like, I literally need to go and like chat GPT or some kind of AI to some of these videos to get really what the whole story is on this. You know what I'm saying? It might be like out of my range, like, yo, the fuck you talking about that shit over there on your little hip hop podcast there, boy. All right. I do remember there was a podcaster, Brampton podcaster attack. It was from years ago. Vicious attack caught on camera. Is this it? Because they ran up on like a broadcaster or podcaster. Okay, let me put in broadcaster. Vicious attack caught on camera. Is this it?
Peel police are asking the public for help in their search for suspects after a vicious attack took place outside of a Brampton bowling alley a little over a week ago.
Okay, no, that was a bowling alley. But there was like a broadcaster that got fucked up. Okay, he was talking too much shit on his little radio show or podcast show or whatever. Radio host attacked by 3 men with an axe and a machete in Brampton. Bomba! I can't even put that on the screen, my nigga. Okay, graphic attack. See, I just had to keep on scrolling. Graphic. Police say brutal attack in Brampton on Ontario was targeted. Okay, this guy also, he was supposed to be a media guy.
We're learning more tonight about the police investigation into a violent and brazen attack in a Brampton driveway.
We first brought you the story.
Well, Michelle, we're learning from police that they were aware of a death threat made against the victim here. We're also talking to some members of the Punjabi media community in Brampton who say they are very alarmed about what's happening here. Jyoti Singh Mann's mother likely saved her son's life, but she and her husband are now afraid to leave their Brampton neighborhood knowing the attackers are still out there.
Look at this. I'm going to go right past here. Let's go to here.
He's in the Brampton.
They were hitting them with axes, fam. Axes. You and your little show, shut the fuck up, nigga.
A radio host last February.
Look.
This is the third day by CTV News of an attack on a radio host last February. The attacker is wearing a mask and confronting.
My God.
It's the radio host.
They're not giving him some hard cuffs. No. I don't want hard cuffs though, fam. Just chill. I'm just saying they're not like moshing him up. Like the axes, they were getting at that guy
numerous times before running off. Peel police say these cases are under investigation.
Mostly these hosts, when they're being attacked, they talk about the India issues most of the time. But many hosts, they talk the local issues also. But those attackers, they are not happy when any host talk about the India issues or any.
Why do I do this job? Boy, say it again.
Local issues also, but
he hits investigation.
Mostly these hosts, when they're being attacked, they talk about the India issues most
India
of the time.
issues.
But many hosts, they talk the local issues also. But those attackers, they are not happy when any host talk about the India issues or any controversial issues. That's the time this problem occurs or happens.
As we reported yesterday, family members say they don't recognize the suspects. They were wearing surgical masks.
No. Don't disrespect the thing, fam. Yo, just chill. Don't disrespect the thing.
A neighbor who did not want to be identified says police were at Mann's home a few months ago. They towed away a Range Rover from the driveway. Peel police and the
bro, look. From what I was seeing behind the camera, because I couldn't show you guys, they were going ham with the axe, like as if he was just like if he was a tree trunk, brother. Oh my God. You would have think say like, yo, this is not a human being. They're just beating the fuck out. Graphic.
RCMP were apparently.
Mom Dukes Mom Dukes ran them off. She backed them off. Look, Mom Dukes over here. As soon as she came running, the respect kicked in and they were like, okay, we ain't going to do it to Mom Dukes. Okay, we ain't going to do it to mommy. But your son, tell him to get off his little stupid ass show. Shut the fuck up.
There when it happened.
So I am aware that there was a vehicle seized from the area of the victim's residence I believe it was a few months ago. At this time, we're looking to see if that's related to the incident that occurred last week. I don't have any information to say that it is, though.
It scared the crap out of me. It's just,
Me
I
too.
mean, even just watching it, it's just like, you know, to happen in this neighborhood, which is a really nice neighborhood. You don't know what's going on.
Family members say man is listed in stable condition, but
No more. Mans have the machete. Yo. The universal mother weapon is the broom. Mom Dukes come out with the broom. Niggas with the guns just start running, right? Maybe here in Chicago, she might have got mowed down.
Peel police made it clear again today that they are considering this a targeted attack and there's no risk to the community.
All right, just keep on talking about all that stuff. All right, this guy, all them mans, them. I think that's my cue to stop talking about it too. Shit. All right, but real shit, I will stay tuned. You know, the news is covering it, obviously. So if the news does come up with any more developments, and obviously not just the mainstream media news, but like if there is any YouTube videos that are very interesting, I will bring these topics back up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thank you, Jen, for 6. I will do my research, also my due diligence, so that they ain't like, yo, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's why we beating the shit out of you. Like, all right, listen, fam, listen. I'm just trying to learn. I'm just trying to learn, or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I don't want to learn. Okay, maybe not. Anyhow, I think I can end this here. Okay. Day 18 of 30 is in the vault, and we will be back with day 19 tomorrow. Like I said, I don't know exactly what time, but I will keep you guys posted in the community section. Make sure to smash that like button on the way out. Go and subscribe to the Clips channel. Big salute to Randy, okay, making his cameo. Okay, go subscribe to the Clips channel if you guys want to see any clips from this and any other podcast episodes. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, we are off of this. Doses.